We're getting on camera and didn't have to be in front of people. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, this
Not
is going
the
on the
people.
internet.
Not the internet.
Not the
Not the
internet.
internet.
Surprise!
I cannot be perceived.
Don't look at me.
Too late. All right, we did it. We're live with no problems whatsoever. Okay, it didn't crash. Great. I'll figure just get attempting the fates out early. You know what's going on? Oh, you see, it's all high. Great. And that sounds sarcastic as hell, but it wasn't. Like there are times where we've gone live and we've had a lot of technical issues. So
The
great
gremlins.
that we got there without it. So what up? I'm Andrew. This is our Neverember's Enigma crew who will go around and introduce. We are
You
back.
are a sick son of a.
Oh God.
Gonna kill that dog.
No, the dog.
Della, how
He's
could
the bad
you?
guy. You.
All the bad guys.
Getting
Thank
those
you for
gremlins
your
out early.
21 months of dedication, and those poor dogs. But
Dogs.
yeah, so we're here to play some more heist games, heisting, whatever, heist words to support Doctors Without Borders. We're at $1,550 of our $2,000 goal. So if you're inclined to donate, there's a link in the chat, which does two cool things. One, supports a great organization, and two, gives the players advantage points, which I did update from last session. And they can use those throughout the game to kind of help with their heists, do flashbacks, give themselves advantage, like a bunch of neat little heist trope things that keep them alive and well. So with that, I do think we should introduce it. Say hi to the group. Hi, group.
Hello, group.
So
Oh.
let's I appreciate
We've got to get our timings better on that. We got to rehearse our timing. Rehearse these bits.
I think my timing, it was fantastic.
No, your
Okay.
timing was flawless. The rest of us dropped the ball.
Yeah, you gotta take the cues as they come. So it's 1, 2, 3. All right, good night, everybody. Shit. Bedlam, what's up? Go ahead and say hi.
Hey, hello. I am Bedlam. I will be playing Brindle Fallow this evening. He's a half-elf farmer now in Waterdeep, doing things that are very unfarmer-like, as we will find out during this heist. Because how does a farmer become a heist participant? Who knows? Something about a golden ball, perhaps. Anyway.
Farming's expensive,
That's
y'all.
me. Farming
yeah.
is expensive.
Della, you're up.
Hi, I'm Della. I will be playing B tonight, who is a very normal wizard with no problems at all other than the crushing student loan debt, hence the heisting. I'm also making this hat. If you would like to purchase any of my hats at some point or anything like that, all you have to do is donate to my Extra Life campaign, which I'm not going to post a bunch of stuff for. You'll have to message me about that privately because we are raising money for something else here now. Anyway, moving on.
Hell yeah. JD.
Hey, I am JD. In this game, I play Riv / Mr. Luke Black / who knows who else they might be. They are a completely normal rogue. Don't worry about it. And this is just for the thrill. You know, when they're not stealing priceless artifacts, they can be found at the theater. And we'll see how they attempt to navigate this heist tonight. They are keeping their options open.
Good call. Always good to have options. Julia.
Hello, I'm Julia. I'm the local Delaware cryptid. Tonight I'm playing Lavinia Hale, totally normal half-elf. You know, don't worry about the whole missing arm celestial patron, angry with the world thing. Just remember that ACAB does include Lavinia Hale.
Dang, all right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Andrew. I'm running the game, and I play everybody else, and I try to just keep the wheels on and the plot moving forward. All right. For those of you in the chat, if you can hear music, let me know. Or could hear music earlier. There's no music at the moment. But there's about to be some more. So, also, if you can name where the music came from, bonus points to you on an extra 100 XP. But let's take a look at our battle map. Look at that technology. So we last left our heroes. Let's see what we got. Last left our heroes, our heroic heisters, if you will. They were inside the Barkin Bluff Museum of Natural History in Waterdeep. There's a current item on display in a private gala that was shown earlier this evening. Cosmic Emerald. Beautiful emerald, about the size of maybe a football or soccer ball, depending on what kind of sports you're into. If not sports, maybe a cantaloupe, right? But a cantaloupe ball, I don't know. But it was on display, and a very friendly heist enthusiast named Sergio, been working with the rest of our party here to help coordinate the elaborate theft of this emerald. The players got a chance to do a little recon last session. They got into the gala through some tickets, through some disguises or not disguises. Met a few important people, ruffled a few feathers, tried to stab a guard with a sleeping dart to no effect. 9 left for B, by the way. And got away mostly unscathed, but the guards are a little more alert than they would normally be after a big old gala where they might just be munching on the extra leftovers in the cafe. They're actually spread out at their posts, doing their jobs. And of course, there's a good old cavalcade of NPCs over here that I just left on the map, or slightly off the map for funsies. They're probably not coming back. Most people are home sleeping. But as the gala let out and it got later into the evening, Brindle managed to stow away in a supply closet and kind of hide as the museum was locked up at night. And after things started to calm down and everything seemed quiet, kind of emerged slowly and is now making his way through the museum towards the main gala area. Meanwhile, the rest of the crew left, again, causing not drawing too much attention. Circled back, and with the use of a grappling hook and a little bit of athletics, scaled their way up this building to the top attic area here, and are actually on the outside of a 4-sided glass kind of pyramid that marks the top of this museum, with options to get in. You have a glass cutter, and of course, you have a variety of things that could shatter glass loudly. Options are yours. But what we're going to do to start is I'm going to ask you all to roll initiative as we work our way through this heist. Look at those sweet numbers. Oh, yeah, I need to roll for my question mark person as well. That's a 17 on that.
Bitch.
Oh, motherfucker.
I know
Alright.
exactly who that little bitch is.
What?
How dare he punch a lady and then show up here?
John Snipe?
What an accurate description of his entire arc so far.
Incredible.
How dare he
How dare
punch a
he-
lady and show up here?
It's,
All right. What do we have for B? What's your initiative?
11.
11. Nice. Brindle.
10.
10. Okay. Lavinia.
16.
15. Cool. And Riv. Mr. Luke.
12.
Wow. Okay. Can you all see the initiative tracker?
Can I see the initiative tracker?
It should be in the
Where do
top
we
left,
expect to see it?
top left corner of
Ah.
Owlbear. If you cannot see it, there's a pair of purple cross swords. If you click that, you will see the initiative tracker at the top left.
Oh, look at that.
Hey.
Oh, this little
Wow,
bitch.
look at that.
How dare he?
Sweet. 17 on the die, baby. So, actually, hold on. That's not right at all.
He's a bitch. He's gonna have it coming.
There we go.
What?
Get him out of here.
All right.
How very
How dare.
This is my mortal enemy
the
now.
fuck?
Until Lavinia is presented with her next mortal enemy, this is her mortal enemy.
That's no longer the
So
plate
you're
doctor.
taking some swashbuckler classes, or
Can't do that. I'll just be rebuilding Piper.
Yeah, it's fair.
I was gonna say, doesn't sound like anything Julia would ever do with the character.
That's crazy.
Brindle is clearly still under the effect of that gem because he's going after the guards. Oh my gosh. So slow, Brindle, so slow.
You're thinking real deep
Oh.
thoughts, buddy.
Real
My
deep
dex-
thoughts.
B, what is
Sitting
your,
here in my closet thinking deep thoughts.
what's your bonus to your dex, B?
2.
2? Okay, you go before the guards. Cool.
Ooh.
So
Hey.
Albert defaults to alphabetical, but the guards are not that fast. They are for the most part just standard guards, right? Their stat block is rough if you have to fight all 12 of them, but there's nothing special that you can see about them anyway. Well, we've
I'm
flashed
gonna sit here
around
and dream about chain lightning.
to a different part of the heist outside the loading docks. At the end of our last episode, we saw a figure with a cloak covering their head kind of take a small pry bar and wedge it between the loading dock doors, apply pressure till a pop occurs, and slid inside the darkness. That figure disappears somewhere into the building. Lavinia.
Yep.
All right. You're on the roof. It is cold night, cloudy, or cool night, I should say. Cloudy. The moon occasionally comes through the bursts of fluffy clouds, but for the most part, you've got a good amount of darkness concealing you. You can see across the city dots of lights, right? Some of the larger buildings have in this area dramatic lighting, since they have the affluence to burn lights for funsies, or have the ability to have permanent torchless magic as their lights. And you can see dotted further out in the distance lights from the guard towers. But the city streets beneath you and the neighborhood around you is quiet. People at this point, it's around midnight, by the way, have kind of retired for the evening. What little traffic you see tend to be people who are coming back in coaches and calling it a night after revelry of some type. In front of you is this glass pyramid. Your 3 heisting friends next to you are all kind of circled around, and you can see down inside is about maybe 15, 20 feet between the pyramid itself and the floor level that you would have to reach. And then scattered around are some barrels and crates and other types of just random storage accessories. What do you do?
Well, we have the glass cutter. That
Glass
seems
cutter?
like the first order of operations would probably be to use the glass cutter to open a hole and then use the grappling hook that we used to get onto the roof to then get into the room without just like thumping like a bag of stones.
Hell yeah.
So question is, do I want to be the one to risk using the glass cutter? What is that skill?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
And
I'm not-
with it, you also have the standard like suction cup as well. But
Yeah.
the question is not whether you can do it. The question is this a clean cut and is it quiet as you do your sleight of hand, right? And of course, on a nat 1, who knows what could happen.
That's not a skill I have. And I've only got a +2 to dex, so
That
We'll
is
see.
a skill that I have.
I was gonna say, my bonus would be a +2 for that roll. Yeah.
this has Riv vibes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't want to make. Lavinia doesn't want to make assumptions about her roommate. However, you gotta be, good with your hands and crafty backstage. So I think she will defer this particular item to Riv to do.
Okay. Go
I feel
ahead.
like
Can I
you've
give
done a
the-
breaking and
I was gonna say,
entering
but can I
before?
give the help action?
Yes.
Okay. I want to help.
Ooh,
I want to help with this.
Okay.
do I have
Probably
anything I
like
can-
find a place where it's like where it looks like it would be the best for us to cut, and like maybe like if it does fall, it'll fall on something like some of these things like some of the boxes and things, so it won't be quite as loud.
You kind of take a quick look around, and the far right or eastern side of this little glass pyramid looks like beneath it there is something covered in like a dust cover or cloth that doesn't look as solid as a crate or the floor. That's probably your best bet.
I'm going to cast guidance on Riv
Okay,
for this.
cool.
So
Not a problem. I'll call that your action, but you're good to do that.
okay,
So,
I'll
all
do
right,
that on my
guidance
action.
is cast. Riv,
All
You have
right,
the
and
help
with the
action?
help action, do I
Yep.
get advantage?
get advantage.
Advantage plus guidance. So let's fucking go.
Guidance-
Given that my higher roll was a 19, that is a 23 or 24 before I roll anything else.
Cool. Flawless execution. There's a moment of tense silence. I think as you apply the suction cup and just carefully cut this hole, and then everyone I think holds their breath as you detach a probably 3 foot wide cut hole of glass from this top of the pyramid. You feel a bit of wind from the pressure change, and well, you're in.
And I think Lavinia definitely gauges Riv has done this before.
Just like, mm-hmm.
Okay.
If I
Very
don't ask
nice.
questions, I don't
On
have to worry about it.
stage, backstage,
Totally
obviously.
backstage. Totally. If I don't ask about it, don't have to worry about it.
You also feel with that roll, the cut was precise enough that if anybody has mending or some type of magic, you might be able to put this thing back in place and seal it when you were done. You'd have to, but you would need a material to help lock it in place. But yeah, the guards are gonna go. Okay.
That guidance lasts for I think up to 5 rounds. It's concentration, but
It does until you expend it. So it's actually for a minute or until expended.
yeah, a minute
which
until
is fine.
expended. Yeah, so
Um,
if you didn't use it, then you still have it.
Guards gonna move around a bit. Bedlam, you can hear. It is quiet where you are, right? And from
Oh, it
your
is
left,
quiet.
from your left to the west down that hallway, you can hear the just slow and methodical, like step of somebody just walking through a very nice and clean fluid museum, right?
When you say to my left, what left? Which left? Oh, I see.
Over yonder this way.
Got it.
Also, you're in front of the door. You can hear a little bit of movement inside as well. You know there's a guard because you saw some of the light movement under the door frame previously. You can see that shadow inside shifts a bit. Inside the museum, by the way, there is dim lighting, right? You notice that for the gala, everything was lit up bright to show off all the displays and wonders of this beautiful museum. At night, the permanent torches, which you've seen around before, have dimmed to almost an auxiliary lighting. You can see to the end of this hallway, but if you were to like kind of tilt your head around and look real quick, you'd see just a shadow of a person. And you're like, okay, I can see a silhouette, right? Same thing. Everything else kind of casts slightly longer shadows. It's a little distorted, but it's not like you're walking around in the dark. Okay. You can hear
All right.
some of the other guards moving around a bit as they're conducting checks or just getting restless. Right. 10, 15, 20, 30, 10. And goes inside a room. Okay. Bedlam. Sorry, Brindle.
All right. So Brindla wants to open the door just ever so slightly to this main like room over here, to get an idea of what's going on in there. Now, you said I saw some movement, some light under the door. So I know there's a guard in there, but I know the lighting is pretty dim. So I'd like to just ease the door open very, very slowly until I can see what's going on and maybe be able to sneak through.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check. And I'm going to actually throw a die in the box for Funzy. Let me pull one thing up real quick. But go ahead.
All right. I will also throw a die in the box. All right. That's okay because I got a 15 on that.
Okay, I take that back. I won't throw a die. But a 15, you crack the door ever so slightly.
Ever so slightly.
From your angle, the door in front of you opens out and to the left. You kind of crack it a bit, and you can see this kind of angle, right? So you can see the emerald sitting on its pedestal, glowing ever so slightly. It was lit up earlier with lights. Those lights have been turned off, but it still has its own little glint or glow in the dim lighting from these flameless torches. You don't see the guard, but you can see the shadow from the guard here.
Okay, can I tell which way the guard might be facing from their shadow?
Give me a perception check. That one's gonna be a little higher.
Yeah, can do. Perception is hold on. 13.
13. Roll a d4. The guard is currently facing to their left or west.
Oh, that sounds like it's kind of their left. Okay, so if that's their left, then they are faced away from me toward the wall, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Or sorry. They're yeah. Okay. Then I would like to start moving out into the room, keeping cover behind the displays.
Okay. This will be half movement, so 15 feet to remain at stealth, but go for it.
Okay, then I will just go to like here. This one. I will attempt to go there.
Cool. Yeah, you can use your previous stealth roll. So you're good right now.
Oh, good.
Okay. So you crack the door and kind of just take a bit of a breath and just slide out. The door closes quietly behind you. You manage to work your way behind the gemstone display. This one also has like emeralds or a series of like green gems that look valuable inside like a little covering of glass, right? Because on all the tables there are also nice displays kind of covered by some sort of casing. But yeah, they're just piled up right in front of you. These are smaller. They're everything from like quarter size to like maybe fist size, and arrayed in a very like dramatic and spectacular fashion.
So well, Brindle would love to get his hands on those. However, he might be a simple man, but he does realize there's probably some magical protections going on here, and he does not happen to have detect magic. So he might wait for the group to join and find out kind of what's going on before trying to get his hands on these shiny things.
Very cool. And don't forget, you can all telepathically communicate on your comms.
Oh, I did forget that.
So
I like to imagine that we've just been listening to Brindle's like low level like chatter to himself about sneaking, and we're just like,
I mean, your own heist music, like
and then oh, look at the shinies. Oh no, well, do I want them? Well, I guess I could wait. Yeah, you'll probably have detect magic. That's probably a good idea. I guess I'll wait on that. Anyway, what's that guard doing?
Feel whatever the mental equivalent of like a spray bottle.
No.
Is casting that one cantrip wasn't my whole round, right? Because a cantrip is not a whole.
It is an action.
It's an action.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, which is all good. I mean, you basically use a 3-person combined action to seamlessly open up the roof of the museum.
Right. I just want to. I want to see if I can. I want to do stuff with my bird, but I can do that
Oh
next
no,
round.
your bird
That's
would
fine.
have its own separate action on your initiative.
Ah,
So
okay.
if you want to have your bird do something, that's also legit. Because Brindle's done, it would be top of the order. But what's your bird do during your turn?
Okay. So
Your bird's
during
currently
my
perched on top of the dinosaur statue.
during my turn, I want the bird to be giving me data. I want to see through its eyes to see what the guards are doing, if anyone is coming up the stairs, what's going on.
Very cool.
The lay of the land.
Here's what I'm going to do for this. It is also an action to see through your familiar's eyes, but I like playing fun games. If you want to roll Arcana, I'll let you do it as a bonus action.
Mm,
I'll call that DC 15. Right.
alrighty.
That way you can just take a second and get a quick glance.
That's a 17 on the die.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so you're able to, with a pretty innate connection, just flash over to your
Whoa.
bird's perspective. Riv and Lavinia, you'd see B kind of zone out for a second. Um, Eyes kind of glaze over and she just stops responding or really moving. Um, B, you can see now perched high atop this dinosaur next to the ceiling. You see a couple things. Um, Go ahead and roll perception for me for the bird.
Bird perception.
I believe that
Oh, do I
talks,
have a character sheet for my birdo? I don't.
but a bird would get advantage on perception.
Okay. So it's going to use my perception with
Uh,
advantage.
it'll use its perception, which is +2.
Two. Okay. And with advantage.
Yeah,
Okay, I am rolling 2
birds have
dice.
keen sight.
Yep. Okay, that is a 9 and a natural 20.
Bam. All right, cool. Here's the cool shit you see, and here's the bonus shit you see from your net 20. The cool shit you see as you look around, you see this guard here, right? Just looks bored and kind of chilling. This guard over here, let me zoom in a bit. See a little further down this hallway. A little shadowy and
Which one
dim
was bored and kind of chilling?
right here.
Okay, cool.
Just idly like studying this little dinosaur in front of him. Like,
Hmm.
cool. Rendara over here has actually sat down on the couch and has proceeded to like just has a platter of like sandwiches and cheeses that had been left over and is just kind of munching on them.
Good for
Kind
her.
of set the spear and shield down next to her and just enjoying the snacks. On that 20, you also see something very cool. There are vents uh, in this building, and a human-sized person might not be able to fit through them, but a bird, halfling, gnome probably could, with a little bit of maneuverability difficulty, but you could definitely do it. One of the vents you notice is up here.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Top of the order. Something else happens.
What what is it?
What's the little bitch doing?
Doing
That
math
you
on it
doing?
real quick. The
Mm. He's a math bitch.
That
okay.
every time he describes this guy, the only thing I hear in my head is that if I catch you, Ricky, when I catch you audio. It's like it's on site, motherfucker.
Lavinia, you're up.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna reattach the grappling hook so that we can use the rope to get through the hole so we don't just drop 20 feet to the floor.
Yeah. We'll quickly wind it in, reattach it, tie it off. Rope has more than enough distance to kind of like, land softly on the floor beneath.
I'm gonna shimmy on down. Do I need to make a roll to climb down this rope?
I'm going to ask you for a stealth check.
Okie dokie.
The addition of the rope makes it so that, and plus you're going down, you don't need an athletics, but you don't want to land too loudly.
$21.
Oh yeah. Gracefully and quietly, you slide your way down this rope and actually step onto that. It's a couch that is beneath the area that's been covered by dust, so kind of cushions your landing, and it's very quiet. So you look around the attic area. See, there's just a variety of like chest barrels, storage items, and more importantly, no one else.
Just gonna move myself in here. Ta-da.
Okay, I'll count that as a movement. You still have an action.
I think the only action I will do at this point is just like I will have a dart ready for if I need to just like if someone comes up the stairs while I
Absolutely.
wait for the others to get down, but I don't think I'm gonna actually.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
quietly slip one of the darts out of your pouch. Just have that ready to rock.
Yeah. Just in case. Just in case we get company. Just in case there's a little friend.
While you're here,
Don't tell me my other little friend shows up. No, no, no.
you're good.
Okay.
All right, who's next? It is Vriv.
I am going to head in as well.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Nat 20.
Boom. Same thing.
Nice.
Flawless maneuver right next to Lavinia. Down touch just slightly. Riv, you notice on that nat 22, you kind of land and have a second to look around and get oriented. A lot of the storage you see up here is from the gala event, right? You see tableware, linens, you see like lecterns and some decorations. Nothing of value per se, but cool stuff that you could like throw and smash around if you wanted to, or if you knocked it over and make a shitload of noise. Cool, but you land quietly. Any other actions? That was your move.
Yeah, I think as they get settled there and are looking around, they are just going to ask the others, since this had been a plan we discussed last time. Do you want me to look like the curator now? Or do we want to save that trick?
Now would probably be.
How long does it last?
As long as I want it to.
Well, I
Well,
guess.
I don't see a reason why not to do it
Yeah.
now.
How long does it take for you to do it?
That was going to be my question, was how long does it take to do? 'Cause if it's something that takes like a couple seconds to do, then you might be seen in between. Maybe do it now if it's instantaneous and you want to wait. But it can't hurt. Short of her walking back into the building, which could happen no matter when you look like her.
That'd be hilarious.
That would
Would
be
it?
so hilarious.
She's petrifying. If she walks into the building, we run immediately. Fuck the emerald. She's petrifying.
I mean, if he says she's petrifying, I believe that.
Will it keep Riv from being able to look like somebody else other than the curator? Because if the curator comes in, it might be good for Riv to be able to suddenly look like someone else entirely. But if we know the curator's not here, or then anyway, I'm just saying maybe keeping options open is not a bad thing.
she has no reason to come back here unless she gets called.
Did since we have a moment and we've had some time to discuss stuff as people were getting set up, did B mention that her, her experience with the curator?
Yes.
Anybody?
Mhm.
Oh yeah. No, that was
I was to say,
broadcast.
I think she was like kvetching with us after she got kicked out.
Okay.
Yeah,
About
no, B was broadcasting pretty much everything except yeah, B told everyone about the about what happened. B did not tell everyone about the silence.
Okay. Um,
but you told us about the charmed thing, especially because you were like,
Yes,
this bitch just tried to use an unauthorized spell on me.
she
mhm.
did.
And
She
more
did.
importantly, which Lavinia, that would ping a couple things in your brain, but did not have to move or say any verbal components to do it.
Yeah, no. So B was just like, yeah, this person is one of the most powerful, if powerful enchanters in the city. If she's using spells, if she's not using some kind of like, I don't know, if she's not like hiding some kind of like um weird celestial ancestry or fey ancestry.
Yeah.
She's petrifying. She's terrifying. I hope I never see her again.
So
You're
does
not going to
Riv?
the meeting?
No,
That's fine.
no, I'm
Oh,
not.
oh.
I'm not sure I can get down this rope.
Does Riv want to take on the form of the curator?
Yes.
Okay. What's that look like to Lavinia, who gets a good firsthand look at that?
God, Riv hates this so much.
Do you want me to turn around? You need me to turn around? Is it like performance anxiety? I can turn around.
I would like some privacy, yes.
Yeah, I can just turn Lavinia just like faces the wall.
Nice. What does the audience see?
The audience sees Riv's features start to shift and shimmer, almost like their faces made of clay.
Oh, yes.
And out of that starts to appear the image of the curator. Their hair lengthens a bit, the color changes, their eyes shift, and by the time Lavinia looks back, they are indistinguishable from the curator.
Okay. Very cool. Your tokens changed. Um, Good move. B, you're up.
I guess I'm gonna try to get in there. Does
Yes.
anybody have a problem? The dice did me so dirty yesterday. I am anxious.
I was gonna say you can either use the advantage or I can try to use the help action by like being at the bottom ready to catch you.
I would appreciate the help action. I feel like we're gonna need the as much advantage as possible to make this all work.
I
Uh,
took I took a feat that lets me be good at doing strength stuff, so if I need to catch you, I can catch you.
Appreciate that. So what is this getting down this rope, Andy?
That's stealth check.
Stealth check?
Mhm.
Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, it's
I
easy to
am
climb down the rope. The question is, can you land quietly?
cool. All right. Stealth is based off of dex, so that's just +2, but no doodad. Oh, really glad I did that because my main die was a 2 and that would have been a 4, but
Would have been
the
great.
other die, the advantage die, was a 17, so it's a 19 total.
Hey,
Okay. Same
these
thing.
dice are out for you, Della.
Damn, they sure are.
B, take an extra moment to steady yourself and kind of visualize what you're about to do, and then slide down the rope and land without issue. Okay. Uh, Brindle, you know everyone's made it inside up in the attic. Guards are going to move. Let's see. Okay. There's a moment where Brindle, you can feel the stress as little Clark here stops eyeballing whatever display he was looking at and just starts to walk towards you. Um, and then stops and starts staring at the display over here.
Ooh. Brindle's not feeling any stress, but he is constrained in his options and is slightly concerned. So let's see here. You know, that guard's still kind of heading. So the guard came over to this side of the room, and there's a whole like kind of grouping of displays here. So you never know when they might move on and come over to this one where I'm at. So I think what I'm going to do is, while they are faced off to kind of the leftish there, I am going to stealth my way over to the next display.
Okay.
Actually, how
Yes.
far can I go? Can I go? How each one of these blocks is how many feet?
5 feet. So as you are stealthing, it is half of your move, which I believe is 30 for you.
Yeah, so I was thinking I could actually make it behind one of these main cases over here then. If I go into the corner and then up.
Slightly further, but you can pull it off at a higher DC.
Is that not 30?
You can
You'll be
only
able
go
to move half your
15.
move.
It's 30
I can
normally.
only
You
move
can only
half.
go
Oh,
15.
I thought I could do 2 moves as my whole action. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. Then no, I will stay in the corner then.
You can. The issue, so when stealthing, it is only half your move, just because the idea is that you are trying deliberately to not draw attention to yourself.
Yes.
You go further
I
than
wasn't
that.
taking. I was not taking stealth into account. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I will do that then. I will move into the corner.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth.
An attempt not to trip over anything. That is a 14.
Okay, you're close now to this person. I want to roll. This is at a +0. Just kidding. There we go.
Oh, I saw that almost go to 13. I saw it. Yeah.
For those at home, the dice box, it landed on 13 and then tilted to a crisp 5.
Terrifying.
So guard for a second as you move, also moves and sneezes. But for a half second, you're like, shit, he saw me.
Almost says out of politeness, gesundheit, but holds back.
All right. So as you move, you manage to get behind another series of red and pink gems. You have an action.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing and then it was just sitting there shaking. So I had to click something. So I don't know if I'm gonna do anything from here.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Similarly to before, I'm not gonna attempt to heist anything until I know about the protection that might be in this room, because I do have a feeling I cannot just reach up and grab something without setting off a whole lot of alarms. So what are our options that we can use Sergio for? Would he be able to tell me about this perhaps?
He would. So that's one of his abilities, right? He can give you directions on anything that you're looking at: safes, locked doors, display cases.
Interesting. And how many of these do we have to use with Sergio?
Those direction actions, you can use as many as you want. Just cost you an action on your turn to do it.
Oh heck yeah! Then sitting here on my action, anyway, I will ask Sergio, what's up with these glass cases, and can I take what's inside them without repercussion?
He kind of pauses and goes, "Well, I would not take anything that is not the emerald itself, but it's very likely all these glass cases are built out of the same material and structure. Describe this to me." And again, roll an investigate as you look at this glass case.
Investigate, yes.
What do you like? Is this any
14.
Any strange markings? If you see any type of like locks on it, hinges, anything, right? On a 14, what you see is that actually this is a fully um, it's a one piece glass case with no hinges or locks on it, right? Uh, but there is a small glyph at the bottom that you're able to describe.
Ah, yes. So I described this glyph. It seems pretty important, and I let Sergio know.
Says, okay. There's magical protection, simple but can be loud. So, two things could possibly open that: a corresponding glyph key, which, based on what you described, will just make the glass case translucent for a time. And you can simply reach in and take it. Um, that would be the best course of action. Anything with the
Who
word
who
break
carries those keys? Out of curiosity.
it matches the glyph that was described by Riv on the key cards.
Wait, did you say it's the guards that have it?
So it's been a minute, but the key cards that the guards carry do have a glyph on them that they've actually put on glyphs around the museum that have activated. Sergio also says, I also must caution you, with that glyph, there also comes likely magical abjuration, possibly an alarm or warning, if it is less than gently moved or broken.
Interesting. Now, if I remember right, don't I have a glyph card on me?
You do.
Interesting. I'd
You
like to
doing a
look at my glyph
secondary
card.
heist?
Or perhaps just remember what it is. Does this glyph match the one that I have?
Yeah, you hear glyph and you're like, wait a damn second. You pull out the key card, you look at it, and you look at the glyph, they match.
Oh my gosh, they match.
Hell yeah. So, and that's that'll be your turn, but you have a key card that could theoretically open this case.
You could crack this case wide open.
Yeah. There's a private investigator somewhere in Waterdeep that just got really mad about what you just said.
Furious.
Name is Vincent Trench. Something else happens.
Hate that name.
Yeah, great name, right?
Nope.
Man, hey, B, with your bird, give me a perception check.
Okie dokie.
This is gonna be high. I'm gonna call this one 20 plus.
Okay, Birdo has a plus what?
Plus 2.
Plus 2 total?
But advantage.
Oh, but advantage.
That's just because your bird is really far away from this thing.
That's a 17.
It doesn't hear it. Okay. Some other things happen on the first floor of the museum.
Can I use guidance on my bird?
You cannot. You're not close enough.
Damn.
But audience sees good old Millanova here kind of perk up for a second and then pull out a key card, open this door, and walk into an office. We see the door kind of close behind her as she investigates a noise. Lavinia.
Alrighty. All right. Okay. So Riv is disguised. Brindle is in the room. B and I are up here just as is. We have the 2 potions of disguise self and the potion of invisibility. Do we want to give B the potion of invisibility so she can scuttle around, and then like when we get the emerald, we can give her the emerald and she gets in the vents and then just scrambles her way?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yes.
Just let her do her bell thing, but with the emerald and the vents.
That sounds like I can think of like 50 ways it can go wrong. I'm in. Let's go. Let's do this thing.
So that is what I will suggest that B does. And then what Lavinia is going to do is, I remember one of the guards who was downstairs on the first floor when we left. And I'm going to gamble that they're still on the first floor. and take their appearance.
Okay. Which guard do you want?
Uh, let's go with I'm biased towards the name. Let's go with Violet.
Violet Pendergilt. Hell yeah. All right. What's this look like when you yeet back this potion?
I mean, the potion, I imagine it's like she drinks the potion, she thinks about Violet, she thinks about the guard who she saw when she came in and when she left the gala. And it probably like shimmers like when you stick your hand underwater and you look at it from above and there's kind of like that like wave to it. And like that feature passes over her and then after a moment there's like the adjusting of like the other arm and the height change and everything else that comes with it.
It's
She's just like, oh,
a little
oh,
awkward, but it works.
it like tingles. Ugh.
Okay.
And then after that, I guess use my because that's an action to drink a potion, and then I can still use my movement to go to start heading downstairs. Right?
Yep. Oop. Two disguised people. Boom. And guard's still there. Take you off the board for now. Okay. You got 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
How
20
far would you
gets
like to go?
me. I would say 20 gets me to the stairs, and then I guess does the other 10 get me down to the second floor?
Yes. So you start going down the stairs. You're basically in between these two areas.
Okay.
There's a door, right? Start heading downstairs, and then at the bottom is a door.
I will wait at the bottom of the door for the rest of my friends.
Cool. All right. Lavinia has also taken a guard's appearance. It is Riv's turn.
I mean, I think Riv is just gonna follow with Lavinia slash Violet at this point. That is where they're at. They have assumed the appearance of the curator. They will also have a sleep dart ready to go, just in case.
All right.
So they are not planning to use that.
The
They
two of
have
you,
other thoughts about what they'll do.
the two of you manage to like kind of squeeze your way into this area right in front of the door. Um, go ahead and roll. This will be kind of be a group check, but roll intelligence at advantage, Riv.
I also like to imagine that as they're standing there and Riv is just looking at Violet slash Lavinia, that they're just like, first time taking on someone else's appearance.
Yeah.
That is a 19.
19. Okay. You remember earlier from the party as you were walking around, kind of getting the layout of the area. One of the things Sergio said was like, "Hey, find out where all the connecting doors go to." And you remember that over here are all the bathrooms. You saw at the end of the hallway a door that was closed that said "Employees only, keep out." And you feel like you're on the other side of that door.
Riv will pass that along to the others.
Cool. Any other actions? You still have a full action if you want to take it.
No, I think we're gonna wait for B.
B, you're up.
I will. So, how long do I think the potion of invisibility is going to last? Given our
Should last for
preparations,
a full hour.
a full hour.
Let me double check that. Yep, 1 hour.
1 hour.
Or until you take an offensive action, i.e., attack or cast a spell. Spells at all are considered offensive.
Okay,
Does
but
not matter
not
what
like,
they do.
but object interactions that are non-offensive. So I can open doors. I can.
Pick
People will see
locks.
the door opening, but it's not going to end my invisibility.
Swing sword, cast spell. That will break it.
Okay. Is there a vent in the room with me?
Up here, I'll leave this one to luck. Roll investigate.
I'm not using this die. I'm using the other die. Okay, that other die fucked me. That's fine. That's not a natural one. That was a 7 plus 6, 12, 13.
You look around. Let me think about this. Hold on, I need to pull up the actual full scale schematics on this thing. Not the unlayered one. Because yes, there is something up here on that roll. I just want to make sure you're going to the right place. Okay. There is a vent. Yep. As you kind of clock it, you realize it's kind of in the floor, hidden under one of the crates. As you look down, it goes directly above your bird.
Excellent. I'm going to bring my bird, I'm going to go invisible, go into the vent, and bring my bird with me so that if anybody checks in the vent, looks at me, they see a bird up in here and not a gnome.
Cool. I will throw two concerns your way as you look at this. The vent is vertical. Concern one, but doable. The second thing is the vent is gated off, right? This is not industrial security by any means, but there is something covering it. So you could use athletics or sleight of hand to either pry the vent cover off or carefully unscrew it. But the vent is vertical.
Can I get advantage on that because I have Mason's tools?
I'll give you advantage on athletics to break it for sure.
I mean, I'm a builder. Like I don't need this is my job is surveying things and getting into places without bashing them up.
I will counter only because these tools are expensive and this is exactly the job that they're designed for.
Okay.
But you can definitely, and you're far enough away that you feel like you can pop this vent off without making too much noise. The only issue is it's not going to go back in one piece.
All right. That's fine. Okay. So you said athletics or sleight of hand? Is that the options?
Sleight of hand will make it so you can put this vent back in place without anyone noticing it was removed. Athletics will just pop it out of its frame. But it's going to be a little bent out of shape.
Okay. I don't get advantage on sleight of hand with the
Correct. But I'll give it to you for athletics.
Yeah, no, my strength is too low. That won't necessarily help.
You want to do sleight of hand and use one of the advantage from the pool?
That's kind of what I'm thinking I want to do.
Yeah,
they're here for
advantage.
us.
They're
there
there
for a reason. We have more if people donated, but we'd have 8.
Okay. Okay, that's what is that? This is sleight of hand, so that is 13 and a natural 1. So we're going with the 13.
Okay. It's not the cleanest thing you've ever done, but it does come off without too much of a hassle. You got 13, you managed to pop the vent, and I think you lose track of a screw. It's kind of like clatters and falls and rolls under like a pile of stuff. And you're like, but the vent grate comes up without a problem.
Okay. Is my bird able to get up in here and join me?
As you look down, you can see there's another vent.
Yeah, Justin, fucking rip it, baby.
Hey, thank you.
Slop that down, dude. Yeah, dude, crack one for the big boy.
Great. The bird
break
did
even.
see an open vent though off to the side over here. Can it go in there?
How big is it?
My bird is a house sparrow. It's that big.
It's very small.
Hey, baby.
Yeah, your bird can go through the vent.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
tiny.
Yeah, I want the bird to be able
Yeah,
to be
just
able
to
to
fucking
Oh, heck,
grip it,
alright.
rip it, baby. Slop that down,
Ooh,
dude.
yeah.
Shit, yeah, dude. Crack one
made
for
up
the
for
big boy.
the advantage I used and then some. Thank
And
you.
then some. Now we're at 9. Thank you for the donations.
Shiny.
5 more, and
I'm
we break 1,600.
ooh. Yeah, so I am going to go ahead and see if I can very carefully get my way down here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So you head into the vent.
Yes, into the vent I go.
All right. Start slowly moving down the vent. What I'll ask is that first round, you're kind of able to get into place. No problem. Every round you stay in the vent, I'm going to ask you for an athletics check to kind of just hold yourself in there so you don't apply a shitload of pressure to the vent cover and fall through it.
Right.
All right. But you start, hands on each side, chimney climbing down this vent, which just for heisting.
I'm heisting.
This is the heist.
This is the heist.
Mhm.
We're doing it, guys. You're doing it,
Me,
Peter.
Andy.
You're doing it.
So far, so good.
Andy, I know I'd said no action, but I realized I had forgotten one thing.
Good.
Can Sergio also use identify person for like unlimited times, or is that limited too?
Identify person can also be used unlimited times, provided you have something that he can work with. But yeah, who do you want to identify?
Well, I think in that moment, Riv wants to ask Sergio whatever he can tell them about the curator, particularly if he can give them anything that would help to prove their identity if needed.
Hell yeah. Sweet. It's a good catch. Sergio rattles off a list of information, probably found from public record about the curator. Let me pull this. Where is she? Nope. So Elda Arkin has been the curator of the Bark Bluff Museum of Natural History for the past 3 years. And the most notable thing is she tends to be very curt and very businesslike. If it's not museum business, she doesn't like to make pleasantries. In terms of how she acts around her staff, you saw a little bit of it earlier, right? If you work for her, she kind of just bosses people around and is just generally mean, right? But she also has a mixed standing in the actual academic community around Waterdeep. Some people really like working with her because she's cooperative with them, but some people she is absolutely stonewall like Yvette. So the common denominator, it's hard to tell, but Sergio says it has something to do with perhaps whatever is more advantageous to her career. She's happy to play nice with them, and then anybody else, she's just like pound sand.
Yeah, just to
had
fucking
fun.
grip it,
Oh,
rip
hell
it,
yeah.
baby. Slop that down, dude. Shit, yeah, dude.
I
Crack
realized
one
how
for the
many
big
times I
boy.
donated.
There we go. All right.
Nice.
1,620. 380 more, and we're done fundraising. Yeah.
We are
Ooh.
never done.
Never done.
Never
But
ever.
with that, I'll give you advantage on a persuasion roll to try to play the curator. All right, good move. All right, the guards move around again. All right. This guard has gone into this office, and as the doors close, the audience, kind of lose track of what's happening behind that door. the guards kind of move around a little bit. Billy comes up here. Goes in here and actually jumps on the couch as well. And this dude, let's see which way he goes, if he goes anywhere at all. Proceeds down here and is now looking at this display. I'm going to give him another perception. Brindle, he is staring right at you through the glass. And is just
I don't
enjoying this
move.
pile of emeralds. Kind of just like stroking his chin, like, can I retire off this? I have to take all the gems. I get fired immediately. I need a pay raise. And it just continues to stare at the emeralds on the table. But does not notice you.
But I am directly across from where he's staring at these emeralds.
Yeah,
I cannot move.
You're
move.
You're looking back through this glass as well, and you realize like the guard is distorted through the glass and the dim lighting, and that's like you think the only thing that is like keeping him from noticing you at this moment.
I don't know what to do. I certainly don't try to use the glyph key right now. Let's see here. All right. As a somewhat experienced farmer, in these situations,
What's farm doctrine say about this?
What's the probability do I think that I can get away with moving without catching his attention?
So you feel like you could do it. You basically, if you stand still, you probably have a pretty good chance of not being seen unless he comes into this corner. You feel like you also might be able to make it behind this display over here. Mechanically, that stealth check's DC is going to be a little higher. And I'll tell you the number so we can play for funsies. That'll put it at a DC 17. Only just because he's that close and looking directly in your direction.
Ooh.
Now, the other thing to note too, he's real close and has not seen you. So you would have advantage.
No, it's fine. Yeah. I could just stay here and gamble on whether or not he comes toward me, or I could start moving away from him and perhaps catch his attention. These are the things. It's true.
Or you could attack with advantage.
Or I could attack him. Yes, I could perhaps try to stab him in the arm and see how it goes.
Listen, you all thought it was a good idea. You all thought it was a good idea.
No, we did. We did think
Absolutely,
it was a good
we
idea. It just didn't work out.
The fact that it didn't work didn't make it a bad idea.
You know what? I'm gonna wait on attacking. Brindle doesn't seem like he needs to attack, and the guard is just doing guard things, and letting guards do guard things is the best way to stealth in and out of a place. So I think I'm gonna hold where I am. I'm not gonna push my luck, and then we're gonna see what happens next round when the guard moves again, and we'll act from there. So I would say, we lost Lavinia there for a second. I will, I think I will hold.
Okay. Guards act. I'm sorry, something else happens. And then and then you see, with the audience, see Milanova walking back out that door again. Proceeding to just
That bitch.
Hate that man.
He has it coming.
He's got it coming.
and proceed.
Can we change his character's name to Jon Snipe?
That'd be it for movement. So, because all the rest of it was burnt. So, Lavinia.
Okay, I'm going to let myself out and try to like walk with the similar kind of like confidence and attitude from like when I had to do patrols and things. I'm gonna try to walk out like this is natural, like me going up to like me as a guard going up to check would have been totally normal, so that I can see what's going on in the hallway before Riv comes out as uh the curator. So I'm just gonna step out and start down the hall.
Okay. Very quickly, you see a shadowy figure down the hallway. You recognize the only halfling that was on the guard staff. You look down and you see Billy.
I can get here with full movement.
Uh, and kind of cocks his head at you and goes, "Oh, Violet, what are you doing up here?"
The curator on her way out was being extra the curator about things, and she wanted somebody to check the attic room.
Like, oh, yeah, she's been in a mood. You think she'd be happy with like the new exhibit and all the new funding and everything, but man, I've never seen a person less happy at success. But all right, how's everything upstairs?
Crowded. They just chucked everything from the party up there. It's going to be a nightmare trying to actually find anything in the next couple of days.
Yeah. Well, that's a day shift problem, I think, right?
I'm not cleaning it up. They don't pay me for that.
Right, 100%. Hey, make a quick persuade check.
Yeah. Yeah. What is my persuasion? My persuasion's fine.
Lavinia's excellent charisma coming into
A +5 persuasion.
oh damn.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so on a 17.
17. Um, Billy says, "Hey, do me a favor. Go make sure Clark's okay. Right? I know there's a lot of just. It's been a day, right? Just go take a look in there as well. I'm gonna move some other people around. Uh, and you see like kind of peek his head around the corner and catch these two like just chilling on the couch, and he's like, "Hey, guys, come on."
I
Um,
I didn't take a action really, unless the persuasion counts. Could I just do a double move and keep walking?
yeah.
I will let Riv know that this person is out here, and to try to be a little sneaky, and then I can get here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep walking like I'm going in to check on Clark.
Yeah, and Billy, who you kind of picked up earlier, but definitely confirmed now is like in charge of this whole operation, and has just started yelling at Brindara and Darrison for just chilling on break and eating all the snacks. It's like, guys, come on, man, like not break time, and starts walking towards the cafe. Okay, Riv.
And so I think Riv will first just check in with Lavinia and just ask, you want me to go slower and not be seen? Or you think I've got enough room to follow you out?
I think come down and then duck into maybe like the last bathroom stall. for one of the bathroom stalls because he's in the next room. He's not in the hallway anymore, but he's in the next room. But he's by the stairs too, so you kind of get in and wait a little. You can probably maybe fake coming up the stairs.
That sounds like a plan.
All right, go ahead and move.
So they definitely will not move that far. They will just hop into the bathroom and wait.
Very cool. B, do me a favor to start your turn, make your athletics check to kind of continue to spider hang in this vent. You can kind of put your feet on the grate, but you realize like it, even though you're a gnome, it won't support your full weight. It's not designed to hold a person up like that in the ceiling. But you can see beneath you that Billy's kind of walking by, right, through the nice grated view, and he's walking towards the break area. You actually see Lavinia, disguised as Violet, heading the other direction as well.
Okay. This is a thing I'm going to use one of those advantages for.
Coward.
Yeah. I have a -1 to strength. So for my athletics is bad.
That's fair.
Oh god. Yeah, that's a 9, boss. Uh
Okay, here we go. Here's what happens. B, you try to adjust and hold your position,
mhm.
but it is stifling these vents, right?
Mhm.
Right now, the air is not on, and you were just starting to sweat. And as much as you're like just trying to keep a nice pin hold, you just start to slip. You start to slip a little more, and you try to adjust, and you fall about 3 feet, which causes the vent above part of the screws to snap and swing and hang. As Lavinia, you see B's feet
No, you
dangling
don't.
out.
I'm
Sorry,
invisible.
invisible. Um, B, you feel your feet kind of break the threshold as you're kind of half dangling, um, as you're struggling to remain in this vent with any grip you can grab. Um, as Billy kind of like turns and looks at the vent, and like looks at Violet and just goes, "The hell was that?"
Is that a bird? I'm
The
pointing right where I know the bird is.
Yeah, and the familiar is sort of like fluttering around in the vent, like bonking around, like flying out, like doing a panicked bird thing.
Is that a bird, sir?
And he looks, and he laughs. He's like, "Are you freaking kidding me? This place is falling apart, man." Oh, all right, man. He pulls out like a notebook and he scribbles something down. He's like, "Maiden's is gonna have their work cut out for him tomorrow between all those plates up there and now this shit, man."
I don't get paid enough to catch birds.
No, absolutely not. Listen, if it lands nearby, just shoot it away or something. But I don't know. That's a day shift problem, right?
Day shift problem.
Day shift problem.
Day shift problem, sir.
Ah, man. Let's yeah, jeez. And then
I'm gonna try not to fall. Lavinia, if you could go ahead and warn everybody that there's critters in the vents, and so if they hear something strange, it's critters. It's critters in the vents. Lavinia, it's me. I- I've fallen out of trees higher than this before, but I was much younger then.
there's a very large animatronic dinosaur beneath you too.
I don't like that, actually.
To be fair, is only about 10 feet down. So if you had a controlled fall, you could land on top of it. But if you just fell, it would be a shit show. Um,
Yeah, that would not
but
be
B-
great.
Billy's gonna shake his head and just kind of continue off towards the cafe to go yell at the others.
Am I able to haul my ass back into the thing?
Yeah, because that was just the start of your turn of trying to hold there and then kind of falling. So your move, you can drop, you can try and haul yourself back up. You have options.
Would it be better if you came down and we just find you a better vent after we get the emerald?
I Yeah, probably. Cuz I don't know how much longer I can stay up. I've got to be honest, I don't think I can stay up here. I don't think I don't think I have the physical strength to stay up. Actually, knowing what I know about the schematics, Andy, are there going to be do I reckon there's going to be any other drops if I don't try to get down to the first floor?
I'm confused about the question. Like any more events? Is that what you're
Any
trying to
more
say?
drops in the vents? Like there was this drop in this grate. Like, oh no, I guess no.
No, because this one comes directly out to the ceiling. You know, schematic wise, there's another vent probably at the base of or underneath this dinosaur. But between you and that is just 10 feet of open air, about 15 feet of animatronic dinosaur skeleton, and then floor.
But the other vents on this floor are just like flat, right? They're not.
Yes, most of the vents on this floor are actually horizontal. Um,
Yeah, that's what I'm
this is
asking.
one of the vertical vent shafts, which is not in the schematics, but since you rolled high enough, seemed fun to put a vent in here connecting.
So what I think I want to try to actually do is try to get to over here, because what I want to have happen is for Brindle to, if Brindle can get the emerald, pass it up to me, and then I can cast. Oh no, I can't cast Featherfall. Um, or I can just. I should get down. I think I need to get down.
Okay.
Because then I
The,
can cast Featherfall on one of y'all and
the
have
10,
y'all run off with the thing.
the 10-foot drop will put you directly onto the uh, top of the dinosaur. Um, if you give me a athletics or acrobatics, you can mitigate the d6 of just falling and make it a little more controlled.
Okay.
T-shift problem booty shorts. Hell yeah.
Acrobatics.
Keeper.
Acrobatics is Dex, so that's what I'm going to go with. And I'm again going to use advantage on this, ladies, because I am a coward.
I suppose.
Just got to do it.
You kept the alert level from
My
going up so
dice
far.
are, oh my sweet baby Jesus, Andrew Giotis.
Is that 2 nat ones?
It is 2 nat ones.
Fuck yes, let's go.
It is 2 natural ones.
Uh,
I do not believe this.
all right.
This character is cursed.
This is
Della.
incredible. This is I live for this shit. Here we go. All right.
How B's fired. Like B is fired. Like
Will
B
did
is,
somebody did a good stuff. I think it was Will did good stuff.
yeah. No. B is B is fired. Like I'm firing B.
All
I'm
right.
gonna make that fucked up goblin bard who plays the cello at people aggressively in trees. I can't.
The good
I
stuff
will never
is
financially recover from this.
the good stuff is this. Because a bunch of shit's gonna happen, especially on 2 nat ones. But you can mitigate either the damage from the fall, which from let's let's see, it was 10 feet from
10
the
feet.
vent, 15 feet, 25 feet is 2d6, right? As you just kind of smash unceremoniously onto the ground.
Mhm.
You can mitigate the damage from the fall, or you can fall in such a way that it's going to absolutely hurt, but you miss anything that could actually make a shitload of noise and just splat onto the ground, knock the wind out of yourself, and do not raise the alert level one.
I'm gonna do that second one because I can take 2d6 of damage and stay standing.
Okay.
I won't be happy. I have 14 hit points, but I have 14 hit points.
All right.
If you
Um,
roll 2 6s on this, I swear to God, I'm leaving.
I wanted to.
I'm leaving.
I wanted to, but Owlbear was not cooperative.
Thank
Uh,
God.
so you hear B telepathically just saying like, "Hey, I kind of slipped. I got it." Lavinia, your blood pressure goes down a bit as like Billy just turns around and goes, "Damn birds, that's like day shift problem. You know, that's what the union contract says anyway, right?" Hey, guys, listen, no snacking right now. There's a break time for a reason. And then you hear just a very loud, I think, telepathic, "Oh fuck," from B. um,
Oh dear.
oh dear. And uh Lavinia, you hear it, and I think Billy hears it, but like just doesn't know what to make of it as all like 45 pounds of bee just like splats onto the floor in front of this dinosaur from a 25-foot free fall out of this vent and just landing prone, still invisible, which is a huge saving grace for you, but taking 7 points of falling damage as you just smash into the ground. As again, Billy turns and like looks back at Lavinia and goes, "Okay, what the hell was that?"
I think it was Clark. I'm gonna go see.
I don't think it. Throw me one more persuade, please.
24.
Okay. Oh, sorry, wrong button. Change up the music a little bit
Let
to
me
reflect the mood.
see.
Um,
My character sheet isn't fillable, which is
but
deeply annoying.
yeah, there's very much a spike of adrenaline across everyone as B smashes into the ground and people kind of hold their breath, like, and Billy just goes, "Yeah, just make sure he's okay and not fucking around in there."
Yep, I'm gonna go check on him right now.
Oh, you know what? Fuck it. What'd you roll? I'm sorry.
24.
24. I said 14. Okay, good. Yeah, otherwise he's not going to go with you. And he just turns and continues to walk off in the opposite direction. Uh, B, you have a moment of panic because Billy's like 10 feet from you. As you like hit the ground and kind of like roll to the side of the stairs, and you're just like trying to like very quietly contain the fact that you just had the air knocked out of your lungs.
Well, hopefully you can't make a lot of noise when that happens.
It's true.
There's nothing in there.
There's
God
nothing
damn.
in there.
So
You just-
that's B's turn. You're in. I'm in.
But at what cost?
What god?
Half your health.
Sergio doesn't have any. I mean, I technically don't have a visual either, but like just the audio.
Just
Like,
gonna real
Sergio
quick,
is just like outside going,
B is gonna real quick just sort
"Y'all
of
good?"
send to Sergio. I feel like hiring a bunch of first timers for this may have been a mistake on your part. I'm
You're
just
doing
saying. I hope you've got a backup crew.
uh you're doing just fine.
Okay.
I believe in you, and I trust me. I can. If you need a hand, I got you from out here. But
Does that "I believe in you" qualify as bardic inspiration, bud? Because I I could use that at this point.
sadly, no. Sergio's unfortunately not a bard. All right, good save though. Damn.
Thank you, Lavinia.
Guards are gonna move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Billy just goes in there and starts yelling at the guys in the break room. Clark is gonna actually start heading this way. because he heard some sort of weird, angry plopping noise outside, and is like, he's kind of curious. I think Brindle, you hear it too a little bit, like just um 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 down the hall, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15. As Milanova walks upstairs and almost steps on you, B, just not realizing that you're there. And kind of looks at Violet. I'm gonna roll. Violet, go ahead and roll insight.
$18. 18 insight.
18. Milanova walks up the stairs, almost steps on B by accident. And actually, it should come this way. And there's a split second where Milanova has a moment of like surprise on her face as she sees you up here. And very quickly, it fades away into like a more of a neutral look. And she goes, "How's it going?"
Fine. There's a bird in the vents.
Oh, is that what that was? A lot of noise for a bird.
Not a lot going on. It echoes in here.
Yeah, nah, that makes sense. Just coming up to do some checks. I assume that's what you're doing too. Heard the noise, making sure everything's okay with the emerald.
Yeah, Billy put me on assignment. I'm gonna go help Clark.
Oh, good. I'll give you a hand.
Hmm.
And two of you kind of get ready to go into the room. Brindle. Clark is like
Oh
moved
my.
away. You
Oh
even hear him
my,
like
yeah.
kind of murmur, "What was that?"
Oh yeah, and
Like,
I know vaguely what's going on with the bee situation. I hear the plop. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Brindle's very enticed by the gems directly in front of him. However, this is a good distraction for Clark, who's just been annoyingly in the area. So I think Brindle's going to take this opportunity to get over closer to the actual emerald that we're here for.
Cool.
And try to see if there's a glyph that matches on that podium.
Go ahead and roll stealth, and you can do this one at advantage.
At advantage.
Clark is distracted.
Ooh.
Just for the round.
Well,
but...
that's nice because the first roll is a 4.
Mm-hmm.
The second roll is an 18 plus 24.
There you go.
Ooh.
So secondary good stuff, right? Even though B kind of ate it, distracts Clark, and Brindle's able to move silently towards the gem, and you can complete that move if you want all the way up there. Yeah, and you
Glad
take
my
a look.
tragedy offers opportunity for others.
Yeah,
Yes.
sometimes you just gotta, take one for the team and fall out of a vent.
Sometimes you gotta take 7 damage
Could've planned
half
it
your
better.
health for a team.
All right.
Now that you recognize the glyph, you very quickly locate it on this pedestal as well.
Is it the same glyph?
Same glyph.
Oh my gosh. Willikers. What was it that Sergio said about like he gave me some amount of information. What was that? I bedlam in forgetting, but I'm sure Brindle remembers.
The glyph key card can be used to basically render the case briefly transparent and turn the alarm off and take it, right? He also said that any like sudden disruptions or violent kinetic action to the cases will set off an alarm.
Ah, that's the part. Okay. Well, this seems to be going swimmingly.
I'm Would have been
The thing
hilarious
that-
if he was in the case room. But
Can we do a quick flashback
To
so that Brindle has the fake emerald? Because I think B had it.
We did give it to B.
let's do a quick flashback.
So let's do
that'll cost
like
you-
this is not the world's most interesting flashback. But I think when they were doing the like relocate everyone doing the relocation, I think there may have been like a shuffle from like B to Lavinia to Riv to Brindle, passing the emerald back and forth between them to kind of the fake emerald back and forth between them to get it to Brindle, who's
See,
going
like,
to make that handoff.
Now You See Me part 2, where like it's the camera swiveling with people as like this is handed off in a bag and then like moved under a coat, and then someone like bumps into the other and it's like underhanded to each other, and then like there's a cross up and down the stairs that's passed off. A couple times there's like a moment where it's passed, and then you bobble it for a second, and like as a guard turns, you're able to like put it behind your back, like, oh, lovely evening, and then ends up Brindle in your possession.
when? But
for the
wait,
gala,
when?
even throughout the gala.
Throughout the gala.
So you've
Okay.
had it. You have now had it on you the whole time.
The whole time.
The whole time.
So,
It's been
'cause
here the whole time.
Remember, you can burn 2 advantage points to flash back and change something about the scenario.
Yep.
Heist-wise.
Aha! Is that what that was? All right.
Yes, I
All
am
right.
using the mechanics of this to ensure that you have the thing, because I know that that's important. And there's no way with the dice, the way I'm rolling dice, that I could get it to you without tipping off a card. Like at this
All
point,
right.
it's fully cursed.
I like this flashback, this
Yeah.
shuffle, this
And I think
yes.
we
So
see that final like zoom in on the emerald as it's passed off to Brindle before the gala ends, and then we see the zoom out as Brindle's like holding the fake emerald in front of the case.
yes, prepared to so I've got the gem in the one hand. Actually, I guess it's pretty big. I've got the gem in the one hand. I've got the glyph card in the other. And
Right.
I swipe the glyph card.
Okay. Swipe the glyph card. The case becomes this almost invisible translucent, so you can see the outline of it. But it opens.
All right, so I grab the
You got to do
Other?
the Indiana Jones thing, man.
yeah, do the Indiana Jones thing. Kind of like, I don't have to weigh anything out. I don't have to do anything with sand. I've got the fake one. So I just swap them and try to do it as carefully and as quickly as possible.
Cool. Yeah, the swap is seamless. The weight is actually pretty accurate too. Whoever made this fake did a very good job based on the descriptions. You grab the Stone of Galilee.
And I can tell the difference as a farmer.
You can. And also, you can tell the difference because as you grab it, a wave of serenity washes over you, as if you found some sort of just calming peace and presence. Do me a favor and make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yes. Should have expected that.
Can I also, in that flashback, have given him
Oh
guidance?
no.
That would have expired by now.
I know.
So Brindle doesn't, as one might expect, have any extra wisdom. So it's just a straight up 5.
Okay. You grab the stone, and for a brief moment, you feel this immense, like, calming satisfaction as you have this thing in your possession, and just these odd pulses of serenity wash over you. And for a second, you kind of just lose focus on what's happening around you, and like the light gets a little brighter. You can actually hear sounds of what sounds like just quiet lapping tides, and you realize you're just kind of in a non-existent space of just strange white light and calming noise. And you hear a voice that just says, So you're my new courier. What is it that you seek?
My mother. I mean, ultimately, that's what Brindle would say if his heart was fully in this, and he just answered honestly. But however, like, how much under a trance is this? Like, am I susceptible? Am I fully under this thing's spell?
You are free to act on your own free will. You are filled with a calming sensation, but other than that, like nothing is impairing your judgment or your thoughts, as far as you can tell.
As far as I can tell. Okay, so I'm not being manipulated. So like before, where like all I wanted was to go to this like quiet place, right? Okay. No, what do I want? Oh man. I don't really understand the question. What do you mean? What do I want? I want lots of things.
Well, I think together we can get you lots of things.
How much money was Sergio offering us? 1 million apiece. Dragons,
1 million
right?
apiece.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be more than, say, 1 million dragons. Wait, what do you want? I don't get it. Who are you?
See that your thought process is still stuck in the material. We can expand that as time goes on. Me, I'm just along for the ride. And you feel yourself, the lights dim again, and you are back holding this stone. As you
I'd like to put that into something and not touch it anymore. That would be good. That'd be good. Yeah.
You can see the 3 different like slots inside of it that talked about the eyes for the stone itself. You can 3 like almost golf ball sized slots, right? Maybe a little smaller, that are just empty at the moment. But you just slide it away. And we're gonna take a break after this turn. Brindle, you pocket the gem, and it just seems happy to go wherever we're going, right? And you feel that emotively. And
does Brindle tell us that he got the gem?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
good.
Although like not as excited as one might expect Brindle to be about getting this giant gem. He's a little off. He's a little off from that experience, but doesn't necessarily share everything that just happened, because that'd be quite a bit, and we need to get out of this situation. So yeah, but he lets everybody know. He lets everybody know that he has the gem.
Good.
Okay. You hear Sergio say, like, make your way out as quickly as possible. If you need a distraction, I am fully prepared. And Lavinia, I'm gonna move you on the same turn as Millanova.
Right? The bitch.
Yeah, as the two, I think it makes sense. As the two of you are kind of like walking into this room together, and you come kind of face to face with Clark, who's like, there's like an awkward moment where like he, opens the door, and you all like are staring at each other, and he's like, what's going on out there?
There's a bird in the vent. What's going on in here?
Bird in the vent. Honestly, not much. This is probably the most exciting thing happening all night. And Millanova,
we were gonna leave the bird for day shift, but do you want to go try to catch the bird?
My doctor said I'm not supposed to do that anymore. Long story. The heart rate thing. Yeah.
Seems like you shouldn't be a guard with that kind of problem,
Like looks over at the invisible lump by the stairs and is like, yeah, but you got to pay the bills, right?
Telepathically to my friend.
Like, you know what I mean? He'd look. Honestly, I just stand around this museum and look at all the exhibits, like, and it's kind of cool because you have the gemstone for. Oh my god! No, I'm kidding. He doesn't notice what's going on. Living, you got to make a perception check if you like.
Sure.
Clark's got a wild backstory.
You said perception?
Yeah.
That is going to be a 19.
Okay. You know the Brindle's in the room. You don't see him. Doing a good
Fine.
job
That's good.
hiding. And Millanova also just kind of gives the room a once over and is like, yeah, well, in that case, sorry to hear about your heart condition. And then, like, in a swift move, closes the door and just punches Clark right in the chest.
I knew it!
And we'll
Bitch.
pause there.
It's on.
As Lavinia, you see Clark like get hit. I'll roll this real quick. This is important, actually. Yeah, get hit and just lock up and fall over. And take a quick break.
This is fine. This is so fine.
Here's the
That's
thing.
really not going to be good for his heart.
It won't be good for his heart.
Clark's not
Paralyzing
doing
strike.
well.
Here's the thing.
Paralyzing strike, not good for people with aortic hernias.
Not good for your heart, especially when you punch him directly in the heart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here's the thing. As long as I can make sure that Brindle gets out with it being seen, I'll let this person think that they are getting the gem. They're just stealing the fake one. That's good for us.
Well, we'll see what happens when we come back from our break. But we'll be right back to kind of see where this goes.
Oh
Don't go
boy, oh boy,
don't
oh
go
boy, oh
anywhere.
boy.
Good times.
Get into it while it's all still fresh. Okay. So we're back. We're going to continue our... Oh, do we get rated? Oh, we
Yeah.
got
Did get
rated.
rated.
So, hey, thank you for hanging out. If you're still in the chat, we just took a quick little heist break, and now we're back to our shenanigans. Let's do a quick spelling counts. There we go.
Hey.
That's our Discord link if you want to come hang out with us. We're also raising money for Doctors Without Borders. And would love if you donate. And the players would love that too, because it gives them advantage tokens to use. They started with 10 this evening. So they've been using them liberally, much to their success. Right before we went on break, we saw a couple things happen. Kind of the audience did anyway. A cloaked figure kind of crowbar their way in through the loading dock. And then a little while later, some noise coming from this office as the guard Millanova walked inside, and then the door closed, kind of barring the audience from what happened next. After a few moments, Millanova came back out, kind of adjusted her uniform, and walked upstairs and joined Violet, who Millanova gave a kind of curious glance for a second, and then went back to the default thing and said, "Hey, let's check on this gem that we're supposed to be guarding." As Brindle, moments prior, had used a keycard glyph to open the case the gem was in and swap it for a replica with no adverse effects. But is now a courier for a cool passenger who's just vibing, I guess. But as everyone came in and Clark kind of worked his way towards the door, another guard, hearing some sort of strange falling noise outside, and just asked Lavinia, disguised as Violet, and Millanova, "Hey, what happened?" Millanova suddenly cocked back and punched Clark in the chest, stunning him as he kind of hit the ground. Let's resolve the rest of that.
Mm.
So, Lavinia, Millanova turns on you with rapid speed and just continues the flurry of blows. And you manage to duck under the first one, mostly through adrenal reflex. The second one, though, connects into your side. Please give me a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. My constitution is +2. Ow, dude. Cut it out. No.
Gerard.
Cat.
17.
17. Okay. You weather the blow, although you do take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you hear something pop as that thing connected. And that was 1, 2, 3. Give me one more, please. As one final uppercut comes your way.
Okay, that one's less good. That one's a 15.
15 will still pass. But you take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I'll take it.
Both are non-lethal. That does not dampen the pain that comes from just getting gut shot and then almost knocked out in the chin. But you're up, and more importantly, you can move. You feel for a second as these strikes hit you, your limbs like kind of lock up. But there's an adrenal reaction that counters that, and you continue to be able to move on your own free will. It's your turn. As Villanova kind of gives you a like look of like, all right, I'm impressed.
I think well, my thoughts to the rest of the group, Riv and Co, is just like I think we found Brindle's friend. Raise the alarm. Brindle just make a run for it. Brindle, get out.
Sergey will ask, do you want a distraction? Are you okay?
It sounds like a distraction might actually be kind of cool. What do we think? What do we think? Distraction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Distraction so Brindle can get out.
Got it. You hear Sergio say, be ready to run. Okay, what are you doing, Lavinia?
So I did that. And so I'm pretty sure this is the person who attacked Madam Ethel White, seeing how my limbs felt when she whacked me.
Sounds very similar to what you described.
Yeah, and seeing poor defenseless Clark on the ground here. But I also don't necessarily want to make it obvious right away that I am not actually Violet. So I'm not going to use a spell or anything. I am just going to do like a standard.
If you'd like, you can make an insight check too.
I could make an insight check?
Yeah.
I was going to say. Otherwise, I'm just going to start swinging back. Will it do anything? No. Will it buy Brindle time to get out? Yes. Insight is not going to be. That's only going to be a 13.
13?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't catch it. There's too much going on.
That's fine. But then, yeah, to try to keep their focus on me and not on the other side of the room where Brindle is, I'm just going to take like a standard like attack. Yeah. So. The only thing I actually have, I think, are the sleep darts.
Full send.
So I will also try to stab them with a sleep dart. What is that? What is that roll again? Is that just the unarmed strike, or does
there's a basic attack roll. So proficiency plus dexterity or strength, your choice, because they are both finesse. They are finesse weapons.
Okay. Let's go with dexterity. $15.
15 hits.
I just stab in like the opening gap right here between the in the armor and just try to jab it with a dart. Just gonna stab.
The DC 13 Constitution saving throw. This is done at a +2.
Fuck it up, buddy.
Okay. The dart connects. And you see, do you stab or do you throw this dart?
They are like pretty much right on me, aren't they? Like,
Yeah.
I think,
I should have moved.
yeah, because
Yeah.
Milanova just like punched me in the side, so I think I just kind of like bring it down, like overhand, right down.
Yeah, there's that moment of like, all right, game recognized game. And she goes to move back, and you just catch her in the shoulder with this dart. Takes 1 point of damage.
Oh
But
yay!
more importantly, you see her eyes kind of flutter for a second, and her knees buckle, and she falls over.
I think Lavinia's just standing there, and she kind of just like turns towards where she thinks Brindle is, and is just like,
Wow. I mean, Brindle's not going to react to any of this. He's not going to give away where he is at all.
Yeah, Brindle, you might have a front row seat to the action. You're like, holy crap!
Yeah, last thing I'm going to do is let anybody know I'm in the room if they don't know I'm here. So yeah, no reaction from wherever I might be. Yeah, nope.
I'm just gonna think, okay, attackers down, distraction please, Riv, Sergio, someone help.
Okay. Riv, you're up. Sergio's distraction will go off into the round.
I think Riv will ask to clarify. Two questions. Are we leaving the way we came in?
It's closest, so I think yes.
All right. If Sergio's going to be providing a distraction for us, do you want me to provide an additional one?
Yes, just to make sure that the floor is clear so we can get.
Don't get caught. That's the rule.
Well, the problem here, B, is if I'm going to cause a distraction, I am going to be causing a distraction as the person whose face I'm wearing.
That's
Oh, yeah.
fine. I can cast a spell called Expeditious Retreat that can get me to Brindle, get the emerald, and get me out very quickly.
That
Unfortunately,
sounds
I
perfect.
cannot cast the spell on Brindle. Unfortunately, this is a spell I can only cast on myself.
I
Brindle,
mean,
do you have an escape route?
I'm going to go out the same way you guys came in. So like, yes.
Okay, if we've got a way to get everybody out, then I guess let's go.
And we don't want to go out the front door, and we have a grappling hook. So yeah. Let's go up and out.
All right, let's not overcomplicate it.
Your move, Riv.
And I mean, Riv agreed to cause a distraction, so they are going to cause a distraction.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Here's what I'll tell you is about to happen in the same like simultaneous 6 seconds of bullet time that is happening right now. Riv, you hear, so you can kind of think through what you want to do. Clark or somebody hit the ground, and then a second person hit the ground in rapid succession, right? It's muffled by the door, but see, Billy is in the process of being like, again, break is at 2 a.m. Not, and then you hear Brendera go, "Shh, the hell was that?" And stand up and grab her shield and spear and start kind of walking this way, and the other two follow in suit. And they're like, what's going on?" And she's like, "I just heard something fall over." And Billy's like, "Yeah, it's a damn bird. There's a bird in here." It's like, "It's bigger than that bird. Come on."
And so I think what Riv is going to do is step out, take a few actions to walk and be able to get that requisite 30 feet. And then they're going to use Misty Step to essentially appear in front of the guards.
Yeah. Okay. So you just walk, 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 line of sight, and just appear over here.
Yep.
Do you like directly appear in front of them, or is this like a you're coming from around the corner thing? Like, what's
Oh
this
no, I
appearance look like?
directly appear in front of them.
Cool. All three of them, Brenda are leading the way, kind of like just screech to a halt as you appear. And you hear Bernard go, "Oh, Miss Akin, I didn't realize you were back for the evening."
No, you wouldn't have, given where you were when I arrived.
Like dusting some crumbs off of her jacket. Like I was in my zone doing I'm sorry.
You were not in your zone because I walked through your zone and you were not there. I had to come find where you three had disappeared to. You have your orders. You have your routes. You know that security is of the utmost importance. What are
Gonna,
you doing?
gonna throw a persuade or intimidate at advantage. Your call, which.
Would love to. Which one is better? Probably persuade. All right. That
Christ.
is 24.
Cool. There's a moment where all of them just kind of stop and look at each other sheepishly, and Brendara kind of steps aside, and Billy kind of steps up and just goes, "Ma'am, I'm sorry. I saw that these two were out of position. I came up to try to fix it as fast as possible. Look, we're taking this very seriously. We're gonna make sure that everything is. I mean, everything's fine. It's been a quiet night. Otherwise, I thought, is everything okay here? I thought you said you weren't coming back till the morning."
That had been my plan, and it's a good thing that I didn't stick to that plan because if, well, I suppose it would have been a good thing for all of you. Billy, I expected better from you. I expected you to run a tighter ship than this.
Well,
I'm sure you're regretting the fact that I came back to see this.
it won't happen again, ma'am.
See that it doesn't.
And he like looks at the two of them and is like, "Well, get to your posts." And Brendara kind of goes, "But what about the noise? Get to your post." And she goes back, and Darrenson also heads back to the main hallway area where he's supposed to be. And Billy says, "What do you need from me, ma'am? I'll make this right."
Billy, I don't know what is happening here tonight, but I heard you say something about a bird. You were telling me that there is a bird in here. Do you know what that could do to the displays?
Uh, we're gonna submit a maintenance request and a kind
The
of call an
bird.
exterminator in the morning, or a bird catcher in the morning.
The bird poops on his shoulder.
Just
I declare this.
canon. Oh, I'll get a ladder.
I would much rather you make sure everyone is at their post. Check those on the first floor. I want to make sure they have not decided to create their own routes in your absence of leadership.
Gives another one of those like salutes that he gave Miss Arkin before, and kind of scurries off down the stairs. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 60. Yep. Good move. Darrison resumes his post and is just like staring at nothing, but you can see out of the peripherals, like just watching the same way like one keeps an eye on like a mountain lion when they're too close, but doesn't want to make eye contact, and is like I standing there as straight as possible. B, you're up.
I am.
Good move.
Uh, at this point, I have done so much damage. I have fucked up so much. I think the best thing I can possibly do with my time and myself is hie my ass back up to that attic.
Okay, which way are you going?
I'm gonna go up the stairs and over to the other stairs and up into the attic.
Okay. 5, 10, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 60. You can get to the you can get to here.
Can I? Oh yeah, 60. That's with dash action. Yeah, that's or using my full movement. Can I take a dash action?
Yeah, that would be move plus action is the combination.
Okay, that's 60. Okay, cool.
If you're a rogue, you could also dash as a bonus action, but only some people are that cool.
Yeah, that's what Expeditious Retreat gets me, but casting that would break my invisibility, so it's not worth it.
Okay. But yeah, you managed to just take full advantage of the dressing down, and I think while Rib is just yelling at the 3 guards, you managed to like pick yourself up and finally managed to catch your breath from that fall and just skedaddle.
And if I can, as a bonus, I would if I can send my bird in to give Lavinia some advantages, I would love to do that.
Yes.
Cool. So the bird is here.
Okay. The guards are going to lock in place. Billy, you can hear Seth shouting from downstairs as Billy's just like kind of yelling, "Hey, listen up, everyone, get your shit together!" Like, and is now transferring the chain of yelling down to the next level of guards, and they all start to like circle up a bit. And he's like, "No, stay where you are and listen," and just proceeds to yell some more. But they are thoroughly distracted by that. And then you hear him downstairs. Think B, you might catch part of this as you hear Billy just yell at Garrett. He's like, "Garrett, what the hell? How you gonna let Miss Atkin walk in here and not tell anyone that she's here?" And he goes, I didn't see her. Well, you gotta pay the fuck attention. And then he looks over at Violet, and you see question marks pop up. I'll end that there. Brindle.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So what I have is 2 unconscious guards, quote unquote, in front of me, and a Lavinia and a Burb.
This room is a cluster right now.
Yeah, but none of them are out to get me. So not the conscious ones anyway. So this is great. I would like to quickly make my way across this room. I don't care about stealth necessarily until I get to the door, in which case I want to. So can I take a normal move action, then a stealth move action? I suppose that's probably not something I could do. I can? Okay.
Yeah. So
I'd like to.
The stealth thing is only room. It's only if you are in stealth, you have the stealth move. But if you're like, I'm going to move up to an area and then proceed cautiously, like absolutely. The idea is that like if you just remain in stealth the whole time, your move is reduced because you're trying to be quiet. So you're just like,
okay.
You're good.
So how far How far can I go from?
If you're just taking like your double move, basically, you can go 30, and then if you stealth, it'll get you another 15.
Ooh, I like that.
Now you can also get
Okay.
crazy, because you can move, action dash, right, which is what B did, and then bonus action dash as well because rogue cunning action. So you can move 3 times and just book it if you really wanted to.
I do like to book it, except I
Or
want to
cheese it.
stealth. I'd like to stealthily cheese it, please.
Okay.
Stealth cheese. So, yeah. So I'd like to make it across the room, and then as I leave the room, get as far as I possibly can, stealthily.
Okay.
So does that? I don't know if that fits into your optimization there with the three buckets.
I'll get you to like here if you use stealth.
All right, I'd like to do that then.
Go ahead and roll stealth, please, as your.
Or rather, I'd like to attempt to do that, please. Let's see what the stealth roll is.
You want to
Garrison.
use one of them advantages, buddy?
Well, I assume I have advantage to some extent because there was a distraction. That was the point of the distraction, right?
That wasn't Sergio's distraction. That was
No,
just
that was Ribs. It was Ribs,
Yeah.
right? So
That was Riv's distraction. I'll say for this round you'll have advantage because Darrison's still not staring at Miss Arkin and trying to just look professional, and therefore is not looking your way. But go ahead and roll.
I'd like to think that Darrison is having a time right now, and it's probably not very aware of me going by. That's yeah. So
he does not see you.
So I'll just take that second roll, and we'll see what happens with that with advantage. But the first one was already a 19. So
on a 4, he does not see you. So you managed to like slip out of the room, and like you're basically hiding in the defilade by the stairs, right?
Yes. Yeah, there's some little columns here. I am making myself look as small and column-like as possible.
This is super important. I know I didn't say it out loud, but you've been kind of doing it. If you're gonna stealth, you have to be by something to stealth. You can't stealth like in the open unless you're like, I brought a camouflage net, or I have some way of hiding myself. But you're good where you are. So
you take form of statue.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna do this the right way at least. Now that you kind of know that Villanova ain't your friend, add her to the initiative. All right. Lavinia, you see this. Villanova has fallen over under the effects of the sleep darts. I'm going to roll again in the zip box. This is DC 13 plus 2 is the roll. Okay. Lavinia, you see Villanova's eyes kind of flutter open on a dirty 20.
But did they get up? Can they do anything?
The thing would be what'd she do? She jumps up, half move, kind of like rolls into a standing crouch run this way towards the emerald. You can swing if you want.
No, because I'm gonna let this happen.
Okay. She kind of looks at you for a second and just goes, "You're with the idiot that took my stuff, aren't you?"
I'm just gonna scream.
Oh,
I'm just
Fair
gonna
enough.
scream.
turns and just punches through the glass case holding the the gem itself. And
I'm just
This-
going to alert the other guards that there's a problem and scream.
hell yeah, everyone just hears immediately this insanely loud alarm radiate through the area. Um, okay, alerting everyone. And she grabs the gem, throws it into her bag, and goes, "Well, let's see who gets out first. Good luck."
He made Julia leave.
Just fucking rolled out.
She's like, I can leave first. I can leave.
By technicality, Julia just won.
True.
It's true.
The alarm has gone off, Lavinia. And of course, Riv Brindle, you see all of the guards like just turn towards the gem room.
My internet is very mad today.
What did you miss?
I heard you say that a loud alarm went off when they punched the glass, and then I haven't heard. And then
Oh, she turns back and looks at you as the alarm is blaring and just goes, "Let's see who gets out first. Good luck."
does she take the gem?
She grabs the gem and throws it into her bag.
I'm going to, for my actual turn,
Yep, it is your turn now.
I am going to just run out here to where Darren is.
Okay. He looks at you and goes, "Violet, what's going on?"
And I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna pretend like I'm gonna say something to him, and then I'm gonna look at Riv and be like, "Madam Curator, there's a break-in. They got Clark."
Oh no, not Clark! He has a heart condition!
And then I'm going to kind of try to get him to come over here so that he goes into the room. And let's Brindle and Riv get their move on.
Okay. Cool. Riv? Adam Curator?
Mm.
You can say, even without having to think about it, what's about to happen. That is, like, every guard is about to just start swarming this area. Speaking of which, I'm going to change the alert level to a 4.
I think for Riv's part, is Darrison still looking at the curator, or in light of Lavinia getting his attention, is he now focused on what is happening in the room?
This has broken his fear of the curator. Like, this alarm has taken over.
Then I think at this point, Riv's thought is attention is not going to be on them, hopefully.
Now,
Therefore, let's
to-
fucking move.
so there are two options here. Either, at this point, all the guards are distracted and they're going to do what they're supposed to do. Or, if you want it, you can start barking orders at the guards as well. You have two options, basically. I have multiple options, but those are two really good ones. Ghost out or take charge of the situation and start yelling. Okay.
I think that's the option they're going to take. I think they're going to start ordering the guards to do things, to yell down at the ones on the first floor to get up here. That there is a theft happening, an intruder that needs to be stopped.
Okay. Very cool. Throw persuade, please. And then do you want to move?
That was a 16 on the dice, so
Nice.
that is a 21.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you see them prepping to follow that order.
I think they'll move. The only move they'll take is to move onto the stairs, mostly so they can be more clearly seen as they're issuing the orders and out of the immediate chaos.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you kind of position yourself at the top of the stairs so you can see what's as people are coming up. Cool. All right, the guards are going to act. This is interesting, right? Because
Did Sergio's distraction ever go off?
this is about to happen right now.
Oh. Uh-oh.
The guards at the bottom of the stairs, being kind of ordered around by Billy, here's the command to get up here, and Billy starts yelling for all the guards. All right, I'm going to ask. Ask B what happens here, but here's what occurs. You tell me where the guards go. Okay, this is kind of designed to help you out a little bit since you're burning this distraction. Over the sound of the blaring alarm, which is just kind of blanked out for a second, you hear the sound of an insane number of explosions go off simultaneously. And you can see through the museum windows just flares of red, green, purple, blue, screeching rockets, like just a ludicrous number of explosives in the form of fireworks just detonate outside of the museum as the guards now turn to look at what is happening outside because these things are incredibly close to the entrance. So the question is, do the guards continue to follow suit and go upstairs, or do they move towards the entrance to see what all the noise is about?
I think I think I think a lot of them want to start making it up and like turn around to look like they can't help it. Like these
It's
are not well trained men.
no.
These are people who picked up big sticks to keep people from touching exhibits. Uh they are not the, the that immediate threat of loud noises and fire is absolutely takes their attention away.
Okay.
Uh
And to be clear to everyone else, like when these things detonate, you can feel the concussion in your chest for the proximity that they're at. These are unsafely close to the museum area.
and
And
I think even the ones that maybe are better trained and are maybe here because they really feel like they should be guarding the exhibits are like fire is so much more dangerous than a thief.
mhm. Okay, so the guards, I think, are momentarily just stunned at the alarms going off upstairs. They start to move one way. They hear just concussive explosions from fireworks at dangerously close proximities outside, and they stop and turn the other way. And for a second, like the processing decision making just dropped. They're like, I do not know what to do here, and they're overwhelmed by sensation. And you hear telepathically Sergio just, okay, guys, now or never. As you hear them just clearly running from something, and it's
Are those the same colors as I don't know, maybe Fleet's Wake?
they are
celebratory
100%
I
Fleet's Wake
was wondering,
fireworks.
yeah.
Good.
that have been
Good.
acquired. So
So good.
it's Fleet's Way, baby! It just started!
Is please wait.
Yeah.
So, cool. So that's the guards literally, I think, just spend a round frozen. As they look to Billy, they look to the curator and go, I don't get paid enough. I don't know how to do this. Brindle, you're up. That is one of your distractions.
Heck yeah. I will just continue stealthing on up around this corner
Okay.
as far as I can go. So
You
it's
managed to break line of sight, so you can actually move without being seen.
nice.
And I
Then
would
will
say
do
there's
that.
a possibility they hear you, but there's a lot of loud noises.
I don't think they're going to hear me. There's a lot of running going on. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of big bangs happening. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not worried about that. So many distractions. So I'm just going to book it then.
Billy's downstairs trying to get some order into the chaos. Like, get your boom getting asses upstairs now.
So I'm
no
going to say, what are these, 5 each? So that's about 30, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can keep moving if you want.
Use your
Oh, I
rogue,
can do a double.
your
Yeah.
rogue dashing.
All right,
I'm
then.
gonna say my bird goes with Brindle.
Whee!
Bird can move pretty far. 10,
Yeah.
20, 30, 35, 40, 50, 60. Okay, your bird kind of glides down the hallway.
I want
Nice.
to be able to cast touch spells on Brindle.
Okay.
Gotta
Villanova, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Lavinia, here's what you sense, and you can throw a perception check for something better. You hear, you're close enough. You hear overall sound and chaos, the sound of another piece of shattering glass. And then you actually feel the wind of somebody run by you. Go ahead and roll perception if you'd like.
I would like. That is only a 12.
Okay. I'll tell you this much. You look back, Milnova's gone. As you just felt some just whoosh past you.
It's my turn.
That is her action. I think how petty. Nope, got to use the action to move. Okay, Lavinia.
Okay. I'm going to yell back to this other guard here. I'm gonna say, it was Milanova. I'm gonna check the roof. And then I'm gonna leave. I'm going to just assert my authority and hope that if they try to follow me, and then psychically I'm gonna tell Riv, follow me.
I think I'm gonna roll.
I need to roll persuasion.
No, you're good. Darrison yells, "Okay, I'll go with you. We gotta stick together. This shit's crazy."
And Riv says, "You absolutely will not. Get in there and see what happened."
Go ahead and roll another persuade. Lavinia, you can move.
That is only a 19.
19. Okay. He like looks at Violet and looks at the curator and goes, "Yes, ma'am. I'll check it out."
If I use my entire turn to do a move action, I can get to the bottom of the attic stairs.
Yeah. Very cool.
And I forget, can I dismiss? You can't dismiss potions; they just run out, right?
You can dismiss them.
Oh.
So.
Not yet, but just in case, because I know because they sent Billy downstairs. Violet might actually come up here, and so I have to be ready.
Cool. Also, Brindle, give me a perception check. I should have asked for this earlier. Oh, you're muted,
Hey,
but that's a
can
3.
my bird give him the help action?
Oh, I was on mute. 5
Can,
though total.
Can my birdo give him the help action?
Yes.
That advantage.
I'll buy that.
Sweet.
All right, I'll roll again then.
Bird's doing some heavy lifting.
This bird is
Yeah.
the best spell I cast at, like, it's the most helpful thing that B has done.
I don't know. That was a pretty good distraction from the point of view of the person not hitting the floor. But yeah.
Well, you know.
That was a with advantage, which you know we did declare it after the fact, but still we took it. I got a 14.
Okay. Same thing. You actually feel just a whoosh kind of go past you, and you feel like, I don't know, it's like someone just ran by you. You didn't see him.
Huh.
Okay. But you are aware that there's something going on there. All right. Riv.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of a retroactive thing, so like I'm not going to act on it or anything. So, yeah.
So you gave that order to be like, hey, go check this out, right? Darrison's gonna head into the Emerald Room. Where are you going?
Riv is heading towards the attic as well.
Okay. 20, 30, double move.
Yep.
Okay, you get up into the attic. Riv, you can also make a perception check up here.
That is a 14.
14. You swear you hear movement on the ceiling. But you look up and there's nothing there except for a flapping bird. B.
Moving. I'm getting my ass up these steps. Into the attic. That's Lavinia. This is me. Attic.
Okay.
To the attic with me. I think at this point B will say, are we all good to get down? Does anybody feel like they need a feather fall?
I mean we've got a rope, right?
Got a rope.
Okay. Any other actions?
I don't think so. I think B will, if B can, she'll probably start trying to get down the thing. She'll probably
This is up.
You gotta go up onto the
but you
roof
are-
and then down.
Yeah,
You are
fine.
you are out of
up.
move.
Am I? I just went up the stairs.
Go take it. You were back here, right? Hold on.
No, I was right here with Lavinia.
Oh, my apologies. Then in
Those are
that
the
case,
base
you go
stairs.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you can climb.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my ass up on the roof.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an athletics check to climb this rope. Because going up actually requires effort.
Oh yeah, I'm using an advantage
Cool.
for this, unless my bird can help me and give me advantage, or if somebody else wants to give me the help action.
Your bird
give me a
cannot because it
little
gave
boost.
advantage to Bedlam just a second ago.
It's true. Could somebody give me a help action? Give me a little boost.
Just
And
throw you.
how tall is this ceiling up through the window?
It's 20 feet.
Yeah, I can get you up partway.
That's gonna be enough to give me the help action. What was that?
It's DC 15.
DC 15. I rolled a 16 on the die.
Okay. You climb up the rope. It's adrenaline helps, but and you kind of get up to and out of the pyramid glass window. Go ahead and make a perception check at. Nope. Never mind. See you in a second. Guards are gonna move. All right. Guards downstairs are all rushing now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? And then I'm going to use this little happy thing. Cool. Runs over to Clark. Francina just like comes in through the back door of the display room, sees Clark on the ground, and is like, Clark! And runs over.
His
And then
heart.
also sees the like smashed and now empty pedestal and is like, oh shit. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Also trying to help Clark. As all the guards move. Brindle.
All right.
Make sure I got
I'm
this.
gonna go up a
1, 2,
rope.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, I can't do it this turn. Cool. Jesus Christ.
Is that athletics?
Yep, athletics. Nat
Ooh,
20.
nat 20.
Cool.
All 25, just so you know.
Brindle, you just easily go up the rope. As
Do
you
I
come
even
up-
touch the rope or do I just jump?
I think you do the like no leg rope climb where it's just arms. You just go. It's like, oh, that's actually really hard to do. Holy shit.
I mean, it comes from being a farmer.
Yeah.
Farmers.
That farmer rope
Farmers.
that strength.
Good advice. Right?
This one might
Man.
actually legitimately be, but yeah.
Here's the thing: on nat 20, you come out through the glass hole that was cut in the glass, and kind of like hack yourself over and do kind of a roll, slide, and stand up, and you bump into someone that is not there.
It's the bitch. It's the bitch.
Oh man. What does Brindle do? What does Brindle do? Brindle doesn't want to get into a Brindle is carrying the thing. He does not want to get into a kerfuffle with this guy or whoever it might be. I'm not sure Brindle's putting this fully together. So I think Brindle just jumps back
Okay,
and like is on guard. Like,
cool. What you see
also lets everybody else know. Like, definitely. Like, there's somebody invisible up here.
Hell
Yeah, we know B is up there.
No, not B. Well,
Bigger-
is B
B is
still
also invisible. This person is definitely bigger than B.
Can you give me
Yeah,
their?
not
can you
B.
give me-
Not B.
Can you give me their? Can you give me their location?
I mean, I try to convey where they're standing, wherever I bumped into them.
Can I-
I'll make this a little easier. So we got Brindle. We'll call this table the actual pyramid to give you like some above context. And you bumped into a person here.
Where's the edge?
Wait,
of
it's
the roof?
Millanova.
Where's the edge of the roof?
About 15 feet behind. So, but you bump into Millanova, right? Or somebody. Wonder who it could be.
Something. Somebody's invisible up here. What the heck? Maybe it's Sergio.
Maybe it is Sergio.
It's not me. It's definitely not me.
Because Brindle was not in the room when Millanova said it's a race to see who gets out first. Yeah, I think in the moment isn't necessarily putting together that they would also have an invisibility potion because we have their invisibility potion, right? So
Well, that's the thing. It's like
Get them closer to the edge, and I can push them off.
This is funny
So
because this counts.
Brindle
sorry.
jumped back. Whoops.
Okay.
There we go. That's
Brindle just-
like jumped back.
Brindle jumps back.
15 feet from the edge.
You okay, B?
You see a
I have feather fall. I'll be fine.
fair enough. You see a blur of motion as the invisibility melts away, as Milnova makes an attack. Because technically this is a fucking attack. And just smiles at you, Brindle, and even like there's a hint of recognition in Milnova's eyes, and goes, fucking knew it. And with a just flick of her wrist, cuts the rope. Says, good luck. And turns and runs. Both Brindle and B can attack if they want.
Ooh.
Riv and
Ooh.
Lavinia is like, Lavinia, as you're getting ready to grab the rope, you just feel like the tension of the rope drop and like the rope falls. And you see Milnova above kind of look down and just give you a wave and then turn and bolt.
I will throw one of those sleeping darts as hard as I can at Milnova.
Okay.
I am going to try to make a trip attack with Mage Hand.
That is not a thing you can do with Mage Hand.
Is it a thing I can do with Unseen Servant?
It is not. Unseen Servant specifically cannot attack.
Damn.
I appreciate the hustle.
In that case, I'm gonna do it with my body. I'm just gonna fling myself in the way. I'm gonna try to
That's an
knock this
option.
bitch
I'll take
off
that one.
the roof. I'm gonna try to set up with Brindle, like get in the way. I'm trying to basically give a help action.
Yeah.
For Brindle's attack by getting in the way. Like she's trying to run, and I'm like, bitch, there is a 2-foot wall that you did not know was here.
Okay. Brindle, go ahead
That
and make
would
your
be
attack.
surprising.
You can make your attack at advantage.
I'm
Yeah.
right at shin
And-
level.
What is this? Oh man. Oh man, I'm gonna be mean about this. I'm doing it. Go ahead.
All right. Wait, now what am I rolling for an attack? Holy cow.
It's your proficiency plus dex.
Okay. Okay, there it is.
Plus any weapons modifiers.
Aw, that's terrible.
Okay.
That would be a 12, but with advantage.
Do you have any modifiers for the weapon? Because weapons have.
It should have, like, +5.
It's the
At
sleep
least.
darts.
Oh, it's the sleep
It's a
dart.
s- yeah, it's a sleep dart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have any proficiency with sleep darts.
You-
I
you
did
do.
not train this on the farm. Do I? Wait, what?
Yeah. So it would be proficiency plus your dexterity, which I think should be like 5 for you.
Oh, I already was doing that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So 18 on second roll.
Yeah,
13.
18 on second roll. Yep.
Okay.
Wait, is that right? Yeah. No, 19? 19, right?
Both hit.
Proficiency is +2, and then my dex is +4. So
Okay.
So +6.
on a 13, so it should be 19.
I'm gonna do the thing, and I'm so I regret nothing. You
Is it
throw
a
the sleep
key
dart.
point?
He's gonna what?
You throw the sleep dart.
I
Can I
do.
grab it? Is
Villanova.
Villanova gonna grab it?
Villanova, this time prepared for sleep darts, grabs that shit and throws it back at you.
Can I also grab it? Snag it out of the air.
I do have to make an attack roll. Hold on. See if it hits.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll this in the box. Actually, this is an important one. This is also +5.
Dramatic roll.
Yeah.
Oh no.
19 on the die. As she just catches this dart and with a deft motion throws it back towards you in just a reflexive manner, and jumps off the roof. Let's make a con save.
Oh man. What's Constitution? 10.
Okay, Brindle, you feel your knees. Wait, hold on. This dart sticks into your neck. You feel your limbs kind of get a little sluggish, but you do not fall asleep.
'Cause you're a half
What?
elf, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Because you're a half elf.
Nice.
And so very quickly, like rip the sleep dart out, and you take 1 point of damage. But you turn and see the rope is cut, and 2 of your allies are still inside.
Lavinia's gonna say, uh,
This is actually a thing that Mage Hand can do.
I was gonna say, I have Mage Hand, you have Mage Hand, and we have your bird. If we need more rope, we have more rope. I was gonna say, I'm gonna say, just like one of you get, whoever has the emerald, get out of here now. Like the rest of us will get out. Don't wait for us if you physically have the emerald.
Does did getting in the way, did giving that help action remove my invisibility?
Roll Arcana, DC 15.
I'm gonna use a different die because these ones are in jail.
Technically no, but technically that's an attack, so yes.
Arcana, that is derp. Wait, that's a plus, so that's a 12.
Okay. It does, unfortunately.
Okay.
So,
B in that case is going to cast look at Brindle and cast Expeditious Retreat and just say go, run.
Okay, but Brindle doesn't agree with this strategy. like what?
No.
It's not about getting out. I will be vulnerable without my team.
He thinks
with the most valuable thing.
No, but here's the thing. He thinks he got the emerald. Milanova thinks they got the real emerald.
All right, but I don't know where they are. Aren't they going to see me? Like,
they think we're just escaping.
Right,
they think you'll just be abandoning us. That's fine.
Right, what can I do with the expeditious escape? Can I go the opposite direction that Milanova went?
Expeditious Retreat is self only.
1 second, just for before we lose order. It is Lavinia's move.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
I'm just telling you that I think you should leave, and then I can use Mage Hand to get the rope back up there so Riv and I can get out. I have Mage Hand.
Okay. Then we will have had this debate then, and then you're right. I will try to escape the other direction from Milanova.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I cast Mage Hand.
Okay. You're able to use Mage Hand to kind of take the rope back up, and I'll say between the Mage Hand and B can quickly either tie it off or B can just grab it and try to hold it.
B's on ships all the time. B knows exactly how to tie knots.
I know how to tie knots. I weigh 30 pounds. There's no universe.
She ties up on her weight all the time.
Oh, damn.
You know it.
That's good. That's good shit right there. So
and then once it's tied off, I will use my movement to get on the roof.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
I have a bonus to that. 19.
Okay. Up the rope you go. And you are out free and clear. Riv.
Heading out as well, but can I argue you the use of acrobatics instead of athletics?
I'll buy that. I shouldn't, because technically swim, climb, and jump is only athletics, but...
That was a 17.
Fair enough. You also managed to climb up this rope, and just in time, too, from below you hear more shouting, right? As you all get onto the roof and kind of flee into the night, right? Fireworks are still going, but they're starting to fizzle out at this point, causing just a hectic scene now. There's smoke just enveloping parts of this building, right? But Lavinia, you notice among the just chaotic volume of fire and lights, um, as you're all dispersing and running, you see, excuse me, small clusters of lights, very precise and color coded with meaning to you specifically. And you realize that what those lights are and where they're coming from are from the Waterdeep precincts in response to an emergency call. As you are quickly working your way away from this, well, very problematic and probably illegal place at this point, right? What's going through everyone's thoughts as you disappear into the night?
I know for me, I don't think, based on what this person said to me, I don't think our house is the best place to put the emerald because they've already broken into it once. So that's what
Okay.
I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the fact that's like, where the fuck are we gonna hide this thing now that we have it?
Where are you going to hide as you're running?
I think that is a good thought.
I think that's quite a
Flashback
question
to-
for Sergio.
Good question for the search. Yeah, true.
Flash cut to Brindle, right? As again, just chaotic alley turns and maybe across rooftops. What's going through your head?
Yeah. I'm kind of wondering what's going on with this gem that communicated with me and told me I was its courier. Yeah. That's certainly bothering me. I'm also concerned that that guy might be still like he was obvious, like moved around that place so fast, like immediately caught that dart, threw it back, and as soon as they realize they have the non-gem, I'm like looking over my shoulder, like this is an issue. They could be coming out of nowhere fast. So that's probably at the forefront of my mind. Is that along with like what the heck is going on with this courier thing? So yeah.
You do hear a voice just kind of whisper to you, I do love an evening breeze. You're just running down this alleyway.
That's great. It's just living in my head now. That's awesome.
What's going through B's head?
I think the main thing that's running through B's head right now, in the very forefront, is just, I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at this.
It's the thrill of a
Just
lifetime. You escaped.
absolute crushing embarrassment that they are so fucking bad at this. I think that the back of their mind, though, the part that is not fixated on that, but kind of that that calm center of this emotional storm, is thinking about the letter that they are going to send with as much evidence as she can pull together, um, about the enchantment spells that the curator made, that she will essentially have to tell someone not to send, and it will be sent. So if she goes to this meeting and is not released from this meeting, it will
Oh,
be
yeah.
sent.
What's going through Riv's head?
And so I think initially what is going through Riv's head is the acknowledgement that this was a lot more fun and interesting with more people
There we go.
than just them. But I think the bigger thing that goes through their head as they're running, as we see them kind of move in and out of the shadows, is they drop the face of the curator. They're not going to run through the streets with that.
Mm-hmm.
And we see something we didn't get to see before, because when a changeling reverts back, they go to their true form. And they don't go back to Riv's face. They don't go back to Mr. Luke Black's face either. They go back to a round androgynous face with red hair.
Oh, hell yeah.
They go
This-
back to the face of Adrian, which they have not worn in a number of years.
Cool.
As questions kind of plague your mind and you are all running from chaos, the question was asked by Lavinia, where should we go? And you do hear Sergio say, don't worry, I have a place. Follow my instructions. All right? And you disappear into the night, giving you, well, one sweet, successful heist under your belt. All right? You have the gem, you got out unscathed, and most importantly, I don't think anybody that was there can outdo you again. Success.
Victory.
Yay!
Woo!
All right. And that
We
is
did it.
what we'll end session for tonight on a high note. So,
Ah,
you did it, guys.
These dice.
First heist, best heist.
First heist, best heist.
Hell yeah.
We have successfully stolen shit.
Oh.
it's the summer solstice. It's a little late now, but you still got a couple minutes to take them outside and shake them.
Cleanse that negative energy. Cool. All right. Well, let's do a quick outro and call it, shall we? Well done. Well done, everybody. So, all right, here we go. Bedlam.
All right. I am Bedlam. I've been playing Brindle Fallow, and you can find me here again on this coming Monday, I believe, for Thy Kingdom Come, playing Jerome Nears, a Taken, in a very interesting, I'm going to say nominally a teen angst game. It's a lot of angst. It might not be all about being a teen. There's a lot going on in the world, and you should come check it out. It's very weird right now. And that's it. So yeah, if you want to see more of me, come here to Live from the Apocalypse. So.
Heck yeah. Della.
Hi, I am Della. I have been B. I make stuff out of crochet. You can find me here. I will be here on Monday. Also, running Thy Kingdom Come, which is our Urban Shadows live stream. It is what if Percy Jackson was his Dark Materials, high schoolers fighting oppressive theocracy game. And you can also find me here on the other Thursdays, every Thursday, either in this game or in the other game where I play ghosts. Just an app like a bunch of bananas, except all the bananas are ghosts. That's me.
Hell yeah. JD.
Hey, I am JD. I am in way too many things, and so I'm going to keep this short and only name like 3 of them. I will be back here with Live from the Apocalypse this Sunday for Academy H, our Masks Actual Play podcast, where we are recording our next session, and I play Casimir Bright. He just likes to manipulate bones. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's normal. And speaking of normal, I will also be back here for Thy Kingdom Come, playing the most normal character, Saint Soren Augustine, who has never done anything wrong and certainly is not building the highest body count of anyone in the game, and it's fine.
I think you're up to 4.
I think I'm up to 4.
I think you're up to 4.
You can pump those numbers up.
I'm a saint, so don't worry about it. It's totally fine. And then I do so many things in between all of this, but I also run the game that Della mentioned, Redacted, our psychological horror game, where everyone is a haunted house full of ghosts.
And Julia's being attacked.
He's got the zoomies, but he's got the violent zoomies. Oh, you bastard. Oh, you bastard. Hi, I'm Julia. I'm Hexbot on all social media platforms. Tonight I've been Lavinia Hale. Remember, ACAB includes Lavinia Hale. This Sunday I will be Lyra Kroll with Academy H. She's doing just fine. She does a lot of stuff with glass. It's fun. And then every other Saturday I am back as Kelly Violet for class reunion. She's in her political era now after she beat the shit out of an old man to take his job. It's exactly how that happened.
That is a statement.
Della, that was harsh.
Am I wrong?
You are wrong.
Damn.
You are wrong because Lyra is not a cop.
Oh.
Sounds like something a cop would say.
It's
What's
true.
your favorite
all
flavor of Gatorade?
All your murders are extrajudicial in that game.
Listen, I run from the cops in that game.
Same here. Hey, I'm Andrew. I run the game. Hopefully it was fun. You know, it seemed to have a good cycle of action. I enjoyed just hanging out and watching it because I don't know what the hell's going to happen at any moment ever. So the fact that a bird was your integral pivot for your heist, rock on indeed. And I was just happy to have fun with all that. So also, I forgot to give you all the good news. With a successful heist, you are now level 3.
Whoa! Oh, that comes with some interesting changes.
It does.
Ooh.
It very much does. So I'm curious to see what that's going to look like. I forgot to mention, I also run Veilbreakers, and I run this game sometimes. I don't know. Schedules are hectic, but we'll be back for sure, and we're going to continue to heist for sure because Fleetswig is coming up, and that's big. And there's a bunch of other plot threads that we've been kind of neglecting that I think are, going to really be interesting once they're cracked open.
Will there be fireworks?
There will always be fireworks, although there might not be as many as there were in the opening ceremony this year for some strange ass reason. But who could say why? With that, we're going to head out. I will post all the stuff like our Discord. I'll write that down. That helps. Our socials. And of course, our sweet donate button because they blew through advantage points tonight, all for, good reason and well done. And also, we've raised $1,620 for Doctors Without Borders. So, congratulations to us, yourselves, and everybody involved that was helping out, hitting those sweet, sweet numbers. But we're going to raid Happy Jack's RPG because I remembered to look for a channel to raid this time. They'll come back to me. They are playing Savage Worlds, so pop in, say hi, throw them a follow, and tell them we sent you and hope they're having a good time. But with that, hey, thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.